Hello there.
Hello, everybody. What is up? Welcome to Cantina Session, our Friday night. It is great to be here with you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Friday night. My favorite time of the week, getting to hang out in the cantina with the Cantinians, talking the latest toy news from the last week, talking about what we're adding to our collections, and talking about relevant toy and collectibles related topics. My friends, I am happy to be here, especially tonight because it is the 12th anniversary of the Victoria's Cantina YouTube channel. Technically, it's on the 15th, but we don't have a show before then, so we are celebrating it tonight. Can't believe it's been 12 years. That's pretty crazy. I never really, when I started this channel, never imagined it would be going like still that long. I guess I never really thought about it. It just kind of something I started and then it kept going. Here we are, 12 years later, still at it, still talking toys, still collecting, obviously, and still in the game. And it's better than it was 12 years ago on YouTube, at least. So, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Cool. Well, you guys, this show, like I said, 12th anniversary, it's going to be a little bit different than our normal sort of show. We're starting off tonight with our first guest, who we will be welcoming on in just a few minutes. But also, the second half of the show is going to be a block party to really celebrate the anniversary. To be honest with you, I don't know exactly who's going to show up. I know that I have some ideas of who may show up, and I'm very excited. But we're live. Anything can happen. You guys know this full well. Things happen here in the cantina all the time. And we're going to roll with it. But I'm anticipating a really good time. You guys are here. I'm here. Our guest is here. And our guests will be here later. So I think it's going to be a good time. I'm ready for you guys. It's been a long work week. And really, it feels like a really long work week. I'm like ready for the weekend. What better way to kick it off than here in the cantina? Definitely, you guys. All right. As far as tonight, I'm going to go through a few housekeeping things that I need to let you know. And then we'll talk about the topics we're covering tonight. And then we will bring in our esteemed guest into the channel, into the live stream. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. First of all, I just want to remind you guys that Entertainment Earth promo code Victoria will get you 10% off of your in-stock purchase. It's a crazy time. It's an expensive time, and it may get more expensive. So use the promo code, take advantage of the our little thing with Entertainment Earth, get you 10% off any in-stock purchases, not pre-orders, but in-stock items, and it'll save you a little bit of cash. Every little bit helps. Next point of information here is that we are not doing a Friday show next week. I know I mentioned this last week, but it is the Easter weekend, and I do have plans for that weekend. So there will not be a show on Friday night as usual. Instead, we will be doing Cantina Social on Wednesday night, the 16th, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So normal time, but on Wednesday instead of Friday. and I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a nice little midweek diversion from the usual hustle and bustle of the work week. So yeah, it'll be cool. Next up, Star Wars Celebration is going to be next week. I'm so jealous, you guys. I really wish I could go. I know I've said this multiple times. It just came down to timing. As somebody in education, you can't just abandon your students at the end of the school year to go across the across the world to go to a Star Wars convention. I mean, I wish it were different, but that's the world we live in, right? That's the reality of it. Not a good idea. Um, if it were in summer vacation, that would have been different, or spring break or something like that. But yeah, I went to the last celebration. I loved it. I had a wonderful time, and I've been to other celebrations before. And anyone that's going, I know some of you guys are going. I just wish you the best time. Have a blast, enjoy it, and just enjoy being in Japan. It's an amazing place. I really want to go back again. Really want to go back. Been there a couple of times. I really want to go back. I would live there if I could. I just love it there. But yeah. So have a great time if you're going. I'm very happy for you. I'm excited, and I can't wait to see what things get unveiled. What new toys from Hasbro, from Hot Toys, from all these ranges of companies that we collect. I'm sure there's a lot of products that get announced. So if you're there, you're probably going to get the scoop. But yeah, we'll be talking about it not next week because we'll be on a Wednesday, but the week after that, we'll definitely do like a roundup of celebration related news. Let's see. I want to let you guys know that there is a brand new Victoria's Cantina music single. It's called Pearlescent, and we are going to do the world debut of this single today on Social Hour at the midpoint of the show before we get into the block party. I'm really excited for you guys to hear this new song. It's a little bit different from what I did with the last album, kind of going into new territory, but I'm very proud of the song. And I can't wait to play it for you guys at the midpoint of this show. For tonight's topics, you guys, we're going to be talking about Cinemark's Revenge of the Sith merchandise for the 20th anniversary re-release of the film. We are talking about a new Droid Depot pack of action figures that is hitting the Disney parks, apparently. We're going to talk about the vintage collection. Is there a new army builder pack that's leaking out? Are there leaks happening? We're also going to talk about a Black Series leak that leaked out recently. We're going to talk about the Hot Toys news from this week because there wasn't one, there wasn't two, there were 3 Hot Toys announced by Hot Toys for Star Wars this week alone. One of them is a celebration slash, I guess, Hot Toys exclusive is what they're calling it, and it's been a point of contention this week. Last night I was on my friend Brother Cousins' YouTube doing a stream with those guys, and it was yeah. I have a lot to say. I have a lot of thoughts. If you didn't catch me last night on that show, you're gonna hear it tonight. You're gonna hear it tonight. My thoughts on that. So we're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about the other 2 Hot Toys that are not exclusives, and then we'll talk at the very end. 12years of Victoria's questions. We're gonna give them in. Are we good now? Sorry about that, you guys. I think my internet dipped, unfortunately. And I saw the signs of this earlier this evening. There was something like an echo. There was something like this that happened a little bit earlier, and before the stream, and I was like, oh shoot, I hope the internet's not going to be bad tonight. But no, I hope we're good now. Yeah. So anyway, I think I was saying that we're gonna at the very end we'll talk about 12 years of EC. I did an Instagram Q&A, and we'll talk about those questions. We'll answer the questions, and then we will end with new acquisitions, things that I've added to my collection. Spoiler alert, it's minimal. Last week was the good week. You guys remember what I got last week? A lot of stuff. This week was a little bit more low key. And then, we'll see what I added to my collection. We'll see what you added to your collections, and we'll see what our guests have added to their collections as well. Anyway. I want to see who is in the chat with us tonight. But first, I'm going to have a sip of Dr. Pepper, y'all. Yummy. We got Dodgson. I can't believe what 12 years would have looked like without a social hour in our lives. But I can tell you how glad we are that it exists. Hoping for many more years to follow. Thank you, Dodgson. Welcome tonight. That's really kind. Thank you for saying that. If I wasn't doing these streams, if I wasn't doing this channel, what would I be doing instead? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. Our moderator, Adam, thank you for all you do, Adam. We really appreciate it. Happy anniversary to VC. Thank you for creating this amazing space where we can come together in friendship to celebrate our shared love of collecting and so much else. Thank you very much, Adam. I appreciate that very much. And I'm glad that we have this space to connect and talk about toys and collecting and all the stuff that we, that territory where it's our safe space, right? Like I feel very content and safe in my collection because I'm creating my own world. And I think at the end of the day, that's what VC really is. It's about creating your own world, creating a world that you can thrive and feel safe in. David Matthews is with us. Hello, David. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us on this anniversary stream. Definitely appreciate that. We got Pico B1. Hello, Chad. How are you doing? Well, hello there, Victoria, my fellow Cantinians. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Chad. We appreciate that very much. Let's see. We've got Rick in the house. Rick says, TGIF. Indeed. Why is the comment not showing? Why is the comment not showing? There we go. We got Better Bob with us. Hello, Bob. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. And he also adds, don't forget to give that like button a tap. Yeah, smash the like button like you were hitting it with Tariffs. How about that? Let's see. We've got Alex. What's up, Alex? How are you doing? Alex says, ¿Qué pasa, VC? Hello. David asking, any news when we'll be getting the HasLab Cantina? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on with that. We haven't seen any updates. Our pal Jason is with us. Hey, Jason, how you doing? We've got Matt Drace. Hey, Matt, good to see you again. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. We got Corey in the house. Hello, Corey. Says, now I'm hearing the Flintstones happy anniversary song in my head. Huh, interesting. Let's see. We've got San Mac Collector. Hello from Cancun, Mexico. Hello, San Mac. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us from Cancun, Mexico. William is with us. What's up, William? What is up? And Alex, yes, local collector here in San Diego, where we have the best weather in the whole world, maybe. Allison is with us. Hello, Allison. Good to see you as always. We got our friend Mary. Mary says, cheers to the weekend. Happy anniversary, Victoria. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for being here as always. Miles says, hola. Hello, Miles. Whom else do we have? Who else? So you guys were seeing the freezes. Yeah. Charlie's. Oh, hey, Charlie. Charlie says, solar flares. Was it solar flares? Dodson says it was the ghost. Allison says it was the gremlins. Man, these are lots of theories. Could it have been solar flares or freezes or ghosts or Mm-hmm. I have no idea. Victoria will save it and solve it in return. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know where you lost me. We will talk hot toys. We will talk hot toys, absolutely. Blame it on the rain? So now the rain is a factor? They're trying to jam the transmission. Hello, Trevor. Yeah, the First Order. They don't want us talking about happy, positive things, right? They want us the First Order. What is the line? They make you feel like you're alone, something like that. In the cantina, Dr. Pepper's called Dr. Evazon. I like it. Dr. Evazon. I like it. Charlie says, set the Victoria's Cantina starship to ludicrous speed. Oh, it's always a ludicrous speed, trust me. And then Atavistic Empire says, hi. Hi. Hello to you. Hello. All right, you guys, I'm excited. Again, 12th anniversary. I think we should bring in our guest. First time guest here in the VC Cantina. And we're very excited to have him for the first time. For the first time, I say we go ahead and bring this gentleman in.
This is where the fun begins.
All right, making his Cantina debut here in the Cantina for the very first time ever. We've got Darth Proffi, aka Mario, with us. Mario,
hey, doing well, Victoria. Thanks for having me on tonight, and happy anniversary. I'm honored to be here with you guys amongst your 12th anniversary of the channel. That's awesome. It's awesome to hear. And hello, everybody to the chat. Good to see you guys.
Thank you. And yeah, no, it's great to have you. I'm glad we were able to do this. And I know you're a longtime collector. You've collected, I think, pretty much everything, right, when it comes to Star Wars.
It depends on what we're talking about, but I did at the time, yeah. I did. Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars collector. Although my current collection doesn't show it right now. I mean, yeah. But if you go look at some of the previous streams that I've been on, you'll see all the Star Wars collection. That
Definitely.
I have for a while. My collection tour also on the channel that I've had before. So yeah. Star Wars is where I live.
Awesome. Love it. Well, anytime we have a guest on for the very first time, we always ask them to share a little bit about what got them into collecting, what it is that keeps them collecting. And you're on YouTube, you have your Instagram. So tell us a little bit about all of those things, if you don't mind.
Oh, wow. What got me into collecting, to be honest, it's just the nostalgia. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm a big Star Wars fan. And when the Phantom Menace came out for the first time back in 99, when that was announced, that's when I really caught the bug for everything. So when I started dipping into Power of the Force 2, and I went hard. I mean, I don't want to say I regret it, but I picked up a lot, back then. And then Episode 1 stuff came out. Took a break because then I saw that it was too much. Got into Black Series when that first dropped. And after that, sold them all off and started collecting Hot Toys back in 2014. And it's been a nightmare ever since. So, but don't get me wrong. I mean, I love the aspect of collection. Like I said, it's all for nostalgic, and to see like the best interpretations of the characters that I love, within the Star Wars saga actually, come to life, in Hot Toys form. It's incredible. But it just got to be a little bit overwhelming as soon as all the Mandalorian stuff started coming out. So yeah, now it's time to slow down a little bit. There's just too much. I've never seen Hot Toys come as fast and furious as they are right now. It's insane. but yeah, I still love it. Started collecting vintage collection when the 2.0 was announced, and I went hard on that. So I backtracked everything from the 1.0. I went nuts with that. Picked up. I have just about everything minus the 2. I think minus the 2. What was it? The SDCC set, the Salacious Crumb and the Mouse Droid. So earlier you mentioned YouTube. I first started off with collecting weekly. When I first started over there, I had all my Star Wars hanging on the wall. The 3 3/4 vintage collection is sitting in star cases, and I missed that too. But yeah, I started YouTube back in 2021. Like I said, with collecting weekly, and branched off, for myself, and just started meeting a bunch of cool friends within the community, other streamers, and some of the people that are here tonight I'm familiar with also. Mary L. Walker, Charlie Unicorn. See them all the time in our streams. And it's just been a blast hanging out, just talking about the passion of the hobby and amongst everything else. And I just love to see everyone's excitement with the host and everyone in the chat for everything that we discuss.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool, and we do have it linked below. Your YouTube and your Instagram are below. So our audience here, I encourage you to go check out Mario.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, it's I hear you. It's collecting can be very overwhelming if you don't set your boundaries.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I just wanted to mention to you, Mario, before we went live, I mentioned to you that I had an action figure, and you heard it too. That committed shelficide, right?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
was it?
I don't know what it was still. Something jumped off the shelves. It took a dive. But while you were talking right now, I don't know if anyone heard this, but I heard a thud. I looked over to the detox and a hot toy fell over.
Oh.
I can they're in the detox, right? So it didn't fall on the floor or anything, but so it's probably okay. But the Dark Knight Rises Bane fell.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Victor, wait. First of all, we live in earthquake country and you don't use bases? You don't use the hot toy stands?
No, so I used to. This year I
Okay.
started not using them because I started trying to put more figures in there because the collection's been growing.
Yeah.
And I think generally, they look a little cleaner without the bases. But yeah, I don't know. I've never had a Hot Toys randomly fall inside of the detox. So it's just weird that something else, I think it was a smaller figure, fell off of the one of the main shelves, and then just now Bane landed.
Oh
Thankfully
no.
he's got that big I have the jacket on him, so I'm sure
Okay.
that absorbed most of the impact. But yeah, I'm just looking over there and I'm seeing him lying down. I'm like, oh,
Hopefully
that's
it's all
weird.
right. Hopefully it's all right.
I'm sure he's fine. He's a tough dude. He can take a little
Yeah,
fall.
big guy.
Big guy. But we do joke about ghosts sometimes on this show because there are things that have happened on this show. I've talked about it before. I had a guest on a few years back, and as he was talking, I was here. I was listening. I heard a little something right here by my ear, like something like that. I didn't mention it on air because I didn't want to, seem strange.
Wow.
But in the replay, if you go back, it's definitely there. There was definitely something that makes a noise right here. It sounds like a whisper. And no one else was here, so
that's not freaky. That's not freaky at all. Wow.
No, not at all.
I can only imagine Baby Grogu right behind you turning his head and say hi.
Yeah,
so,
I put the metal on him. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that was my acquisition. One of them last week is I went to Disneyland and I got the metal, the Yavin metal, and he's got he's wearing the medals. I didn't know where else to put it, so I put it on Grogu.
Wait, the Yavin medal is back at Disneyland?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me spend money I don't have. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a big Disney nut too. I mean, I love going to the parks. I'm actually heading out there next weekend. Yeah, so looking forward to it. And
Nice.
That Season of the Force was going on right now. Some of the merch that's out there.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of that popcorn bucket, that Death Star popcorn bucket. Did you get a chance? Did you pick that up?
Oh yeah, it's back here on the shelf.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that thing. I really
got
want to get
that
it.
one, and I got the coaxium sipper.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That was really that was something different. It was really cool to see that something like that come out. I really like that.
Yeah.
Nice,
They're
nice.
really cool. I was showing them off last year. Actually, let me grab it real quick. I'll grab the bucket and I'll grab the sipper. But
started showing till a little bit early, guys.
Yeah. So they're a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I don't like having my back to the camera, so I just turn it off.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So this is the Death Star bucket, and it is an absolute blast. Let me go solo layout. So yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I love that they're doing these buckets, but it drives me kind of mad too because then I'm like, oh shoot, I have to go to Disneyland and have to get the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It lights up. Does that.
Look at that.
All the way around. And nobody ever shows you where the popcorn goes, so I make it a point to show the top has a hatch on the top, and that's where the popcorn goes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Or you can put a TIE fighter pilot in there or something. But then, yeah, the main, the really cool thing is, of course, is this.
Fully armed and operational. Look at that. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. That's
Yeah,
a beautiful
that's
thing.
cool. Buttons are on the
I love
bottom.
that.
Replaceable battery, and it just stays on. Like if you just leave it like that, it'll just stay on. You just push the button, it turns off again, and yeah, I love it. It's one of the cooler ones they've done for sure. Now
Oh
they have
yeah.
the Tauntaun bucket, which I'm gonna have to go back and get.
I'm not a fan of that one. I saw that and I'm like, I'm just not a fan of the Tauntaun expressions. You know, the way that Disney has brought them out. You know,
Right? Yeah, I hear you
but
there.
yeah,
And then of course the coaxium sipper is this guy right here.
that's super cool. That is super cool right there. And the fact that you can
Buzzers
actually
up
take
there.
it out and see it lit, and it lights up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a little button right here. It's gonna jump out.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know it's pretty wild. And then it's this, and then this is the inside. It does light up. It's got a button on the bottom, and it just says "Handle with care." It says "Caution coaxium."
That's awesome.
Yeah, which it's written in basic. Obviously, they didn't write it in Orabesh, but
Mm.
yeah, they made it look like Orabesh, but it's not.
Is this in Galaxy's Edge or is it like everywhere in the park?
This is only in Galaxy's Edge. You can get this at Docking Bay 7,
Okay,
and you can get it at Ronto Roasters.
gotcha.
But yeah, the Death Star it's all over Galaxy's Edge, and it's also in Tomorrowland. I think I saw it.
It's
Yeah, I
time
saw it.
for me to go back to Toronto Roasters. I mean, my go to over there is a Tatooine sunset. Pull up a chair, have a
Nice.
little drink, and just enjoy watching the crowd. That's awesome, Victoria.
Yeah, it's cool. And I have the Jabba the Hutt from last year, and I have the AT-AT that they did like a long time ago.
Yeah, I have that
Um,
one too. That's really cool. The
they
Millennium
also have a
Falcon
Grogu.
also.
Yeah, and they have a Grogu sipper. I think it's in Tomorrowland, but I didn't like it. I saw it, it. looks like an alien. Like if you cover his ears, it looks just like a regular like alien. So I was like,
Really
no,
haven't seen that one yet. Wow. Wow.
let's pull it up.
Since you're about to
Yeah,
start talking about, I guess, anniversary merch and stuff like that, I mean, why not bring in the Disney Park stuff, you know? So,
yeah. Why not? All
cool
right, let's
stuff.
see. Okay, here's a picture of him. Let's open this up. Okay. Yeah, so like this is one like I was proud of myself. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it.
Mm.
I just couldn't get behind it. Like so this is what it looks like. This is the Grogu sipper that came out.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and to me, I mean, he just looks like an alien. Like if you cover his ears, he just looks like any like other like green alien.
Yeah, those eyes. That's what it is. You see
Yeah, the eyes, the big
those
head, the
Martian
little
eyes. Yeah,
chin. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I totally see it.
Yeah.
Artist interpretation, you know. But yeah, I totally get it.
Um Matt Drace. Hello, Matt says there's no Pepsi at Disneyland. It was probably a Pepsi restaurant. Like yeah, they're talking about something else. But yeah, but you
Mm.
know, there's one place in Disneyland where you can get there's not Dr. Pepper either, but you can get Mr. Pibb. And you know, I love Dr. Pepper. It's my favorite like soft drink, but like Mr. Pibb, you know, fairly similar.
Mm.
They do have it at the River Belle Terrace. That's the only place I've seen that has Mr. Pibb there in the park.
Really, it's not like Alien Pizza Planet or anywhere else.
No, and then the same thing with Cherry Coke. I think there's only like a couple places like that have that. Like Rancho del Zocalo
Mm.
has Cherry Coke, and I think maybe one other place has it. I don't know why, but that's just the way they have that set up. But yeah. All right. I guess let me just check and see who else has been joining in because there are a couple other folks. This name always gets me. Hello.
That's my dude. I
And yeah, you
know. I
mentioned
know.
L Walker. Hello. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. We got Nicholas with us. Hello, Nicholas. Thank you for joining in. Let's see here. Greg is with us. Hello, Greg. It is an absolute blast. Yep. I know. I coined that. Um,
Wah, wah.
yeah, Miles is with us. Nice. All right. Cool. So let's get into our topics because I know we have that block party coming up in a little bit. So let's start off with the Cinemark Revenge of the Sith merchandise. So as we all know, Revenge of the Sith is returning to theaters very soon here, I think on the 26th. And Cinemark is celebrating with some new merchandise that you can pick up while you're enjoying your 108th rewatch of Revenge of the Sith. So they got a $20 sipper. It's Darth Vader's helmet. They have a popcorn bucket for $15, popcorn tin to be more specific, and then they have a Darth Vader cup for $7.50. Yeah, I mean, this is cool. I haven't heard yet of any other theaters doing something like this. So it's cool that Cinemark is doing it. Now, there's no Cinemarks like in SoCal, I don't think.
No,
So
there's some out here.
okay,
They're far more. It's more AMC out here, but it's far and few between.
okay, like yeah, in my area, it's more AMC and Regal.
Yeah.
And I know when I lived in OC, there were like the Edwards theaters.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but Cinemark, I think I don't think I've ever been to one in SoCal. I mean, I like you say, they're probably out there, but
Yeah.
just
They're
not
just
far and few between.
right.
But yeah, so
It's
this is cool.
it's interesting that I think who was it? AMC that's been really going. I don't want to say crazy, but they've had some interesting designs with their popcorn buckets as of late. It's kind of a bummer to see that Cinemark isn't doing the same thing. I mean, you're just getting just like a standard tin. But I will say that the artwork is nice. That Matt Ferguson art that's on there right now for the poster for the anniversary. That's I really like his work, and he did a phenomenal job with this one as well.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks really cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
I
if you
like
have a
I like
Cinemark,
that Vader shipper.
yeah, the Vader Super is cool, and these are available now. I'm seeing people on Instagram posting their pictures of them. You can get them now.
Oh, cool.
So if you're interested in collecting this sort of thing, I mean, it might not be as cool as the coaxium zipper, but hey,
Or the
it's
Death Star
something,
popcorn bucket.
right? But it is something. It is something
Yeah.
nonetheless, and we love our Star Wars wherever we can get it. Next topic. Speaking of the Disney parks, there is a new Droid Depot set that is starting to hit. And there are images that have been showing up. I'm going to jump over to my pal Jason over at Yakface. Wrong image here, but he has a picture of this right here. This is based on the Book of Boba Fett. Very
Wow.
interesting to me that they're doing a set based on the Book of Boba Fett, because that's like been like not a thing for years now. And this right here is you get B5, R4, RO 1 and 6, GS C1B, J7RT. Imagine if you were the person that works at Disney that had to like just sit there and like randomly come up with different combinations of these designations for these droids.
Thank God for Chat GPT. It can do all that for you.
I know, right? It looks like a cool set. Like I gotta mention, so the one on the far left with the R4 dome on it, that one it has like a serving, like a drink tray on its back, like R2D2 did on the sail barge.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then the one next to it has the drum kit that they sell for the Build-A-Droids at Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. There's a it looks like an RA droid, RA
Hmm.
protocol droid, and then there's also an R5 series droid that has. It looks like it's got food, like it's got like some trays in front of it with some stuff on it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
That's
that
cool.
looks cool. Like they're doing something different with this set that hasn't been offered before. So even if it is Book of Boba Fett, I need this set. I hope I can
Mm,
find this set. I'm sure I can find this set. Usually these aren't hard to find.
yeah.
But yeah, this is cool. I'm actually really. This is one of the most exciting like reveals for me this week.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, they get you with all the little stuff that they got out there.
Yep, they sure do. They know how to take our money,
Oy. Yep.
separating us from our money. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is the vintage collection. Right? There's not a lot of TVC news this week, but
Mm.
there is apparently a leak online through eBay, of all places, through eBay, of a brand new item. And I'm going to jump back over to Instagram. Dun, 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 dun. If it ever loads. If it ever loads.
Mm.
Oh, there it goes. Ah, it's gone. Did it? There it
It's
is.
there.
Okay. All right. So apparently there is a new vintage collection 4-pack. containing the brand new, much beloved, and highly rated Snowtrooper action figure.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty cool. Now, I will say that in the past,
Oh, we're frozen again. I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not, or if it's just her, but hopefully, we can get this taken care of. Out of all nights that have streaming problems or internet problems, right? Right, Charlie? Yeah, I don't want to try to hijack the show. I'm just a guest. But yeah, no, these are cool. I mean, I saw these earlier too. Like I just received mine not that long ago for the carded one, and I'm a carded collector, and these things look amazing. I really like how they came out. And it's about time too. I mean, I think one of the last ones that we had, as far as like vintage wise, was what was it? The VOTC, I think it was, or the Saga collection, whatever Snowtrooper one that was. But yeah, those particular Stormtroopers look pretty good. And but yeah, for me, I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, it looks real, and if that's off an eBay listing, that's pretty cool. But I'll believe it when I see it. So, but yeah, yeah. I don't really collect the builder packs anymore. You know, it's just insane what's out there. So I'm just trying to keep my collection carded in star cases, and that's it. And she's back. Hey,
the first order, they came back. I had to
they
really
did.
quickly cut all my transmissions, and
Mm.
yeah, but they're gone now, I think. So sorry, guys. I know when you're live, anything can happen. So, thank you for keeping it going, though, Mario.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I
Um,
was encouraged by Charlie Unicorn, and my buddy Rand Salentino's in here also. So
nice,
egging me on.
very nice. Yes, the Snowtroopers, y'all.
Yeah. So what do you think? I mean, I'm sure you have the newest one, right? The newest card, the vintage collection one that came
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I got one a couple months ago, whenever it first came out, and then I got the I got a case from Entertainment Earth of 8 of them, 8 more, and then I did have some more on
Oh.
pre-order through Amazon. But I think I'm going to cancel those now that I know this is coming, because what I'm expecting is that the deco on them is probably going to be a little different from the previous release,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Probably,
Probably
yeah.
between each figure, even. So I'm just going to wait for that, I think.
Yeah, I was telling everybody in the chat that I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, it's just an eBay listing. Anything, they can do anything on eBay. But I mean,
True.
it's exciting nonetheless. But still, I mean,
It is.
have been some of my favorite designs. Also, I really like how they come out. And
Yeah.
a whole case of 8, huh? You're really army building these things, huh?
I mean, not as many as other people do, but
Sure.
I when something is like definitive, and it's like it's like a trooper, like this, like it's an excellent
Mm-hmm.
figure. It's really one of their, I'd probably put it in the top 5, to be honest, like of all time.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. I don't have like currently like a big Hoth diorama, but if I ever get to the point where I want to set that up, I want to have the troopers. I don't want to have to go back to eBay in a few years and then all of a sudden it's like $30 for a snow trooper,
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's how I was collecting back in the day. But the thing is, for me, that later never came. So I decided to sell off all my extras, all the stuff that I was army building for. And at one time, I ended up with like, I don't know, maybe like at least maybe 4 cases of the remnant stormtrooper. I don't remember why, to be honest. But I was
Right.
packing everything up, for sale. And yeah. Like, how did I end up with all these freaking stormtroopers? But, yeah, it's really cool.
Nicholas asking, are they 4 identical troopers? They're no commander. I don't know. I mean, this is just the leak, right? Like the image that we have, that's it. We don't know what's inside the box, if it is real, which I assume probably, but
Yeah.
the commander is a totally different helmet, right? And some of the armor like details are different on the Snowtrooper commander. It's not just like a pauldron on like the sand troopers or the stormtroopers, which I know there are differences in the armor of the sand troopers to the stormtroopers, but the Snowtrooper commander is definitely like a different sculpt. So I doubt that's what's in the set, but I hope they do update that figure in the future as well.
That's cool for those army builders. This would be a good set to get.
Yeah,
The original stormtroopers too. Those things went up in value, didn't they?
they did.
Yeah. Wow.
They sure did. Well, let's talk a fun topic. Let's talk Revenge of the Tariffs.
Oh boy.
So, I mean, this isn't a topic I really want to spend a lot about on. I mean, social hour,
Sure.
I like to keep it fun. And tariffs are the antithesis of fun. But a lot of people are asking me, right? So, I mean, I kind of have to mention it a little bit. Yeah, I've seen the emails from like Big Bad Toy Store saying, that they're going to raise their prices. That's the only way they can combat this situation. Some companies are saying that they're going to take a wait and see approach. They're not changing anything, but if things change, then yeah, they're going to raise prices. And other people are saying we have no plans to raise prices. I mean, it's kind of all over. Like, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. The situation seems like it's fluid. It's changing all the time. So I don't know maybe what the situation is today is going to be different on Monday. Like, I mean, I have no clue. But if the situation holds, and these companies making the stuff that we're collecting in China, which is probably like 99% of the stuff in our collections,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, if these companies have to deal with that, they're going to have to pass on that extra charge to us, to the collector. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be, right? Like China's not paying that, like the consumer is going to be paying that. So, uh, yeah, it's not it's not a great
Yeah.
situation if you're a
It,
collector.
it's a bit of a bummer because we've already seen price increases across the board when it comes to 3 3/4 to 6 inch, even a 6 scale. I
Yeah.
mean, prices are increasing all the time. I just feel like it was fairly recent when to see a vintage collection go for 16.99, and what Black Series is what $25 now or $30,
Hmm.
something like that. So that's pricing is insane, and it's really such a bummer to see all this come to light. But I mean, if anything, I mean, if I'm gonna take a positive out of this thing, I guess we can like kind of check ourselves a little bit to make sure that we're not going crazy with things that we probably shouldn't be. It's
Yeah.
but I mean, it's not. But what I will say also is that for everyone out there who will be affected by this, I mean, just keep in mind that life always comes first. Make sure your well being is taken care of financially before anything. And when it comes to collectibles, you
Hmm.
know, so that's first and foremost. I'm sure we all know
Yeah.
that, but I just wanted to kind of put it out there right now for everybody else to hear because I got to remind myself all the time as well. So, but yeah, it's just a bummer to see. Last week, so I have another show, LWO. We kind of go back and forth between amongst the different hosts channels. We were talking to Marcos from Collector Zone, and we were talking about this very subject. And for right now, he was saying that he doesn't really plan to increase prices on anything right now. But that was before tariffs were like what 145% or whatever it is right now,
Yeah.
which is absolutely insane. I mean, I don't want to get political, but it's just crazy to see what governments are actually putting upon
Hmm.
these tariffs and how it's affecting just us normal citizens as well. So I just hope we can all pull through this and hopefully this can be resolved fairly soon.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely hope so. I mean, I would like to see more of like what a long term like plan is beyond like hypotheticals of
Yeah.
enacting something this drastic, because it is kind of it didn't need to be this way. But yeah, I mean, pretty much all collectibles, not all, some are in Vietnam, some are in other places, but most collectibles, most things that we buy are made in China just because they have the infrastructure to
Yeah.
produce the things that we collect. And it goes far beyond collectibles, obviously. I mean, clothes and household, goods and all kinds of stuff, comes from China, because again, they have the infrastructure and they've developed along that trajectory in order to have that kind of an output, to serve the world with mass
Mhm.
production of all kinds of things. But yeah, you're right. Collecting is, at the end of the day, it's a luxury. It's not a necessity. Like it's one of those things that it's not something we have to do. But if you're in a position to be able to do it and it makes you happy, then it's like any other hobby, right? It's something that
Right.
you do because it brings you joy. Um, like I know I've said it before, but like collecting for me is I've done it all my life, right? I mean, it's just kind of like
Yeah,
it's part of like my identity is building a world around me that feels secure and a world that I can thrive in, right? I mean, I
escape.
yeah, an escape. And I think a lot of collectors that I've met are very creative or they're artists. And when you're creative, you're an artist. I mean, you're constantly creating the world around you, right? You're creating the kind of environment that you want to be in, and that uh, energizes your soul and just makes you whole. Um, but I mean, I look around at my collection. It's like it's a pretty good collection. Like, I mean, if it had to just end today, I think I'd be okay.
Yeah,
Um, would there be other things coming? Absolutely. There's always going to be things that we want. Um, but maybe there's other hobbies too, right? There's other things that don't require like money. I mean, there are, right? Like my husband's an avid bicycle rider, right? So I mean,
yeah.
like that, you just jump on your bike and go wherever you want. Like
Just
there's
go.
no,
Yeah,
yeah, you just do it. So I mean, there's other hobbies too, and I mean, I have many hobbies. I don't just. I mean, people probably think I just like I live and breathe this stuff, and maybe to an extent I do, but I mean, I have a lot of other things I do.
Hmm,
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, collecting is an extension of who we are, right? But I don't think it has to be.
absolutely.
It's not the only thing.
Yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. There's a lot of FUD going on right now: fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I agree with. I think it was Peak Obi-Wan. What he says is basically let's take the wait and see approach. Because nothing has been official yet as far as or Sideshow's not saying anything. Hasbro or Pulse seems to be keeping the same prices. That's where we've seen Entertainment Earth. We've seen Big Bad Toy Store raise their prices already a little bit. They already padded a few things by a couple extra bucks.
Yeah,
So yeah, let's just wait and see what happens. In the near future. And like I said earlier, hopefully things can be resolved soon.
definitely. I completely agree with that. And I did see a comment from Trevor who says that Bosk's Bounty did a video with a couple extra pics for the same snowtrooper, but a couple of different weapons. Okay, so I haven't
Mm,
seen that, but that's good to hear. That is good to hear. All right, so I'm not going to go deeper into the tariffs than that. I think that
yeah.
we could talk about that for hours, but I ain't going to do
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so I think we're starting to have a few friends pop in backstage, in just in time for the block party. I'm stoked for the block party, but I know you're going to stay with us, right, Mario?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here.
awesome. All right, so I think since we're about the midway point, let me go ahead and let's debut that song. It's about a 3-minute song. It'll enable me to go and refresh my soft drink. And I'll debut this song for the first time. This song is called Pearl Essent. Um, Last year I came out with Sounds of the Cantina, the album. This is kind of different territory. I'm not planning on doing another album. It was very, very, very time consuming. And, I don't know that it was worth it at the end of the day, but, it was a passion project, just like anything else. I'm happy I did it. But yeah. All right, Mara. So we'll see you in just a few here.
All right. Let's do it.
And along with our guests that are backstage. Um, but yeah, I say let's go ahead and do this, you guys. This song right here, Pearlescent, it's kind of different from the previous songs that you guys have heard from the other album. It goes into different territory, but um, you know, that's part of it is just constantly trying new things. Trying new things is what it's about. So let's go ahead and play this. This song, Pearlescent, available anywhere you get your music. Here it is. All right, you guys. So there you have it. Pro Lesson available anywhere you get your music. It's on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon Music, any of those places. It is free to, or not free, but it is available. You can stream it wherever you stream music as well. And if you need to know what to look for, there's a helicopter outside. I don't know if anybody can hear it. This is the cover slipcase of the single, just like that. Pearlescent. Hope you enjoyed it. That being said, we're not going to keep spending time on that. We're going to move on. All right. Block party time, you guys. I mentioned tonight is the 12th anniversary. We're celebrating the 12th anniversary, which is actually on the 15th, but we are celebrating it tonight because we're not doing a show until next Wednesday, the 14th, is it? I don't know my dates. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into our block party portion of this tonight's episode. So I wonder who is backstage waiting to come into the cantina. So we know that our friend Mario is with us. Like, we know that. But who else is backstage currently at this very moment? Is it possible that Mike Case is with us?
It's a possibility.
Hey.
Hi there.
How's it going, Mike?
Great. Absolutely great. How about you?
Doing good. It's Friday night. I'm here talking toys. I'm having a good time.
What else is there to do on a Friday night?
Beats me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Beats me. Let's see. Who else is backstage? Do we have the one and only Ken Plume with us?
Well, that's impossible.
I'm actually pretty sure that there's at least 2 Ken Plumes that I know of. So
Well, there's another one you don't know of, Mike.
what? Do you have like an evil twin?
Evil triplets.
That's right.
Nice. Well, welcome, Ken. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well, and happy birthday to the channel.
To the channel, yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's see. Are we done yet? Is that it? Is there anybody else backstage? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look like we're done yet.
We're not done yet.
We have somebody else backstage that's about to join in here. Do we have?
It's not Adam Driver. I don't know.
We're not that lucky.
Okay.
Mike, we're not that lucky.
He's trying to get the link to work right now.
Is Paul's Collectibles with us tonight?
Hello.
There he is.
I'm sorry to disappoint you that I'm not Adam Driver.
You know what? None of us are, so I really can't fault you for that.
Fair enough, gentlemen.
We'll take it. But we want more, don't we?
This is really building up Adam Driver now.
I know.
Not yet. He ain't here yet. We hope he's coming. He was invited, but we don't know if he's coming. Do we have another recent guest backstage waiting to come on? Is Emma Jade with us?
Hi. Sorry, I'm not Adam Driver again.
We'll take it.
Now I know how my parents feel. Super disappointed.
Right.
Wow.
Wow. Confessional hour now. All right, cool.
Oh my.
It's always confession hour in this cantina.
Perfect.
Well, Emma, thank you for joining. Everybody else, thank you guys. Really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. This is where we're at so far. I mean, I don't know who else is going to join us. I mean, there may be others.
Adam
There
Driver?
may not be.
Adam Driver, yeah.
I cannot confirm nor deny because I don't know.
Galaxy's Edge Adam Driver?
Yes, that's a better possibility.
I'd take that over Galaxy's Edge Luke Skywalker.
Oh no.
Mike Hamill is the best.
Hey, he looks just as much like Luke Skywalker as like my Power of the Force 2 Luke Skywalker did. Okay.
Also, congrats to the cast member who got a sweet gig. No mark against him. Pun intended.
100%.
But yes, no, a paycheck is a paycheck, and congratulations for that.
I like this observation from Adam Kennedy, our moderator. Emma did not don the beard. Yes, I think
I know. I shaved.
Just take your hair. Just take your hair and just kind of. There you go. Perfect.
There you
Done.
go.
Right, yeah.
yeah, I want to get in on this too.
There you go. There you go.
Well, there's the
You guys-
thumbnail.
Mhm. And theirs is still darker than ours, you guys. It's just not fair.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's all color, I promise. It's not natural.
What is natural these days? All right, let's see. Trevor says, hello, block party guests. Hello, hello. And I see some other folks filtering in here. Carlos is with us. What's up, Carlos? So annoyed that they cut the scene of Kylo Ren aboard the Millennium Falcon on Starkiller Base.
Mm.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
vaguely remember that. Hit the Renz is with us. Hello, Renz. Hit the like button for Adam Driver.
I think it's because the scene ended with Kylo Ren using the restroom, the refresher in the Falcon, and it seemed like it was an awkward thing.
That was integral to the story, though.
Well, he didn't flush intentionally to leave a message for his father.
Wow.
Oh man.
Well, you'll see where you rate on the spectrum if Adam Driver shows up, who she kicks out to make room. So-
I wonder how many people we can fit in here. Actually, I don't know if there's.
It was a 10.
I think
Is it
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 6 right now. Oh, we can put 4 more people in here. I like it. I like it. I don't know who's going to show. I mean,
Keep blasting Adam Driver.
it'd be cool.
I've sent him the link. We'll see if he responds.
Right.
Okay.
Legally, I'm not allowed within 500 feet of Adam Driver, so I don't know if this counts. So I'd have to.
Nice. Well, this is
It
cool.
was a misunderstanding. He just,
I mean, hey, I've had weird Earth. I mean, not weird. I've had other things happen that are like you say them out loud, and it's like, did that really happen? Yes, it really did happen.
It did.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
going
gonna
to
find out he
mention
pushed
names.
over your Bane figure.
Ooh. Now I'm
The
suspicious.
ghost of Adam Driver.
The ghost of Adam Driver. That's interesting. He's projecting. He's force projecting his ghost into my collection room. That's
I
what
just
he's doing.
wanted to be a part of it.
He knew what he had to do. He just didn't know if he had the strength to do it,
Wow. That was good. That was good.
That's the line, right?
Yes, that is correct, sir. Yes. Very good.
And then Harrison Ford dies. So if Harrison Ford dies tonight, it's 100% on me. I'm so sorry. This isn't the first. This won't be the first time that Ken and I have killed a celebrity by mentioning them in a live stream.
What are you doing?
Wow.
I'm just saying it's happened before. This is how we killed Paul Rubens.
Whoa.
Stop!
Wow.
No, that's a clip out now. We don't need that out there. What are you doing?
I'm intrigued.
We had a live stream. We talked about him randomly, and then the next day he died. I don't even.
The irony of having a live stream that night.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, Victoria. I don't know what's going on right now.
She knew what she got into when she invited me on.
Yeah.
Block party.
I know. We're live. Anything can happen, right?
Right.
Anything can happen. Doesn't mean
I'm
it will.
getting
Doesn't mean
hopped
it
up
won't.
on energy drinks. So
All right. I say we keep the ball rolling here. So there was a topic that Mara and I didn't get to that we were going to discuss. So I'll bring that up here in just a second. But Mike, now that you're here, there's something I want to mention first. I want to mention this first. Let me go and pull up the image because I think you may have a thought or two regarding this image right here.
I feel like
This
very
is
lot of money.
this is a supposed leak, I guess.
Oh, one of those.
One of those Black Series.
One of those. Yeah. We talked about this on Black Series Cantina, which debuts in an hour and 17 minutes. So
Nice.
go check that out on any podcasting network you want. And then Victoria left. You're just handing me the reins.
Yeah,
You're in charge, Mike. You're in
Start
charge.
Go for it.
I'm in charge.
Yeah, you're in
Stove.
charge. Go, Mike, go.
So the story behind this, because we had the guy who found this picture originally on our podcast last night. His name is Sebastian. Corellian Collectibles he's linked on there. He's a cool guy. But he was just scouring eBay, and like this popped up. Seems to be legit, just an unannounced Black Series figure. I'm assuming that they'll announce it at Star Wars Celebration, which sort of a little lame now that we've seen it, but it's cool. I'm 100% in on it, but it seems to be legit as far as I can tell. It's modeled after Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and then it's in that package, so it's probably going to be Walmart exclusive because all of these tend to be in this package. But I think it looks great. I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, looks cool. I mean, it's different.
Not the first figure this year that people have gotten without them being announced, because I do have this cool range trooper from Andor that they haven't announced yet, but I have it. It's in my hands. It's real. It's really weird.
You have it in your hand, so it's real.
It's real. I can touch it.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I've really withdrawn myself quite a bit from Black Series in recent years.
That's fair.
Just because, I mean, there's other things that I'm trying to prioritize, but I mean, I'm still picking a few up every now and then, especially if it's something you can't get in Vintage Collection. I mean, this is something I might pick up if I saw it on the pegs. I mean, it's Revenge of the Sith, right? I mean, I have the last one though. I did pick up the last one now that I'm thinking about it, and I didn't love it. I think the main thing for me
not
is
a good figure. It's not.
It
I really want it to be. Yeah,
it doesn't stand.
Yeah. I wish it were a better figure, but I'm a sucker. What can I say? I am the mark that they're aiming this towards. So I'm not the best judge. I'm not partial at all.
Now, Victoria, are you picking up any of these just for the throwback packaging?
Nope.
Good question.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah.
Smart.
Anyone else?
Save that money.
Is anyone else picking it up?
I plan on picking up 3, so I'm making up for at least two others of you. So
Nice.
Yeah, they can all fall on each other.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like you, Victoria. I'm kind of pick and choose with a lot of the Black Series. I mean, if I see it.
So what does it for you? What do they have to announce to make you go, I want that in Black Series?
Honestly, the ones that have really called to me lately have been a lot of the old legends, like Shizor, the Luke and Leia pack from Shadows of the Empire. Like, yeah, such a cool set. Like,
Incredible set.
And maybe that's it. Just I have more nostalgia tied to that. Whereas, I mean, I definitely have nostalgia tied to Revenge of the Sith, but I don't know. It's not one of the packaging, like of all of the packagings that like Hasbro's done. It's not. I've always thought it was kind of busy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia for that era. Like, I mean, I started collecting Power of the Force too, like '96, and then like those lines. Nothing was bigger than Episode 1, like by a long shot. But this line, like for me, I had just moved away from home and gone off to college, and I was on my own. I had my own car. I was like really on my own, doing my own thing for like the first time in my life. And this line was, I drove myself to Midnight Madness. I was like, the figures were $4.99 a piece. The Republic gunship was $30. Yeah, so I was all in on this line at the time, and I just have a lot of like, I mean, and not just that, but I feel like this was the first like movie line that Hasbro made during that prequel era, where they sort of figured out the balance between sculpting and likenesses and action features. Like, the action features, yeah, they were more integrated into the figures, into the sculpts. Whereas with like the Attack of the Clones saga line, you just had weird things like the Mace Windu on a stick and the R2-D2 that looked like a Happy Meal toy, like just weird stuff with a string on it.
Statues, yeah.
Yeah, or statues. Yeah, like it was just kind of like one thing or the other. But like the Revenge of the Sith line, I feel like they really did a good job with it, and it was very popular. It sold really well. They had to make additional waves to keep it going because it was so popular. And yeah, it isn't the best packaging, but like at all. But just like that era, like for me, is like one of the. I think that's one of my when I think about times as a collector, like that was one of the coolest times for sure.
Well, if it evokes any nostalgia, $4.99 is still part of the SRP of these releases.
It just adds another $20 onto it.
Yeah, but $4.99 is still there.
$4.99 is still there.
Still appealing to it.
They grow up so fast.
You do. Yeah, I mean, so it's cool. I mean, I don't know that I would grab this. I know I said maybe, but then I remember that I didn't like the first one, so probably not. All right, let's see. What else do we got here? Okay, so the thing that Mario and I were going to discuss that we didn't get to, we're going to go and talk about it now because this was a huge thing this week. Good, bad, everything in between, but mostly bad. So that is a brand new hot toy that was shown off for the very first time earlier this week. And that is Darth Vader, Sith Apprentice, Artisan Edition, Star Wars Celebration exclusive / Hot Toys exclusive, which kind of weird because it'd be like Hasbro saying anything they make's an exclusive. But yeah, so here we are. Another Artisan right after the last Anakin figure from Revenge of the Sith was an Artisan.
So is the concern that it is locking this particular Artisan edition strictly behind a Celebration exclusive wall is the major concern?
That's one of the concerns.
I think only 1,000 of them are locked behind the wall, right?
1,500. There are 1,500 that are locked behind, and then another 1,000 for like other markets. The big concern is just it's so limited. There are a lot of collectors that, I mean, the Dark Side Anakin from Hot Toys was extremely popular. That thing was going for grail prices, and now that they're bringing out an Artisan, and I think a lot of collectors are upset that they're not really, it's not widely available, or at least there's not a sculpted version of the hair that's not widely available.
I was going to say, isn't there going to be a sculpted hair version that's going to be more available?
I'm sure there will be. I'm sure they'll come out with something like that as a standard release. But for right now, this is all that we have. And considering the current climate with the Artisan issues with some of the hair kind of falling out, bald gate a little bit as we're calling it, some of the glue isn't really
good when that's the only selling point of the Artisan.
Hey, male pattern baldness is not a joke, okay? It's a thing that happens to all of us at some point.
Listen, Hayden will tell you the hairline goes back. Sometimes you have to fix it in post.
The hairline strikes back.
Look at Vader in Return of the Jedi when he takes that helmet off. He's completely bald.
Completely bald.
Exactly. Get there somehow.
This is just an evolution.
Yeah.
This is an interactive feature they're introducing with their Vader figures now.
So how do you guys feel about real hair? Yeah. Like, I only have one figure with real hair, and I don't love that I have to style it to make it look great because I'm not used to styling hair. Like, it's not a thing I have to deal with.
Yeah, the only one I have is the Hot Toys Chewbacca, the original one. But I feel like that figure, at least with like that kind of like matted fur, it's a lot different than a figure like this when
it leans into chaos. So much
finer. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it actually adds an extra dimension of realism. I mean, depending on which character that it is. Like, I got a couple in the collection. The NR Joker, that's another one that came out all right.
Yeah.
But the NR Gandalf is incredibly lifelike with that rooted hair.
Now, is that having any shedding issues?
Not for me.
Doing it, so
not that I've seen.
So it's just been a Hot Toys.
Yeah, as of late, as of late, the past couple of releases, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a frustrating one for me. I know I talked about it when I was on our friend Brother Cousin's show, who's here with us in the chat. Hello, Brother Cousins. Basically, like, for me, like, Anakin is Star Wars, right? Like, at this point in time, 2025, like, the target market for any of these companies making these products, whether they know it or not, is the prequel generation. Those are the people that grew up with these films and they were coming of age, and now they're in their 30s and 40s and they're buying all this stuff, right? They're the people probably spending the most money on this kind of thing. And Anakin is the face of that era. This version of Anakin in particular. So when you release one and yeah, I know they did the old Revenge of the Sith Anakin like in 2017, 2018, whatever it was. When they released one artisan edition, which is already was very limited, people were very frustrated. People are paying well over $1,000 right now on eBay to get it, when retail's $450 or somewhere around there. There's a lot of people like frustrated that Hot Toys would follow that up immediately with the next Revenge of the Sith based Anakin figure and say, oh, now it's even more limited, and it's the dark side version that you're probably going to want, if not even more than the one that the few of you that were able to get were able to obtain. I mean, it just leaves a really sour taste. It's, I think I mentioned last night, like more than like Hot Toys, like I've been collecting it a long time, that line, and like it really gives me the ick that they would do that without announcing it alongside something that will be able to be obtained by more people.
Yeah, what's the end goal here? To not make money? Like, there's just so many people that want to buy this and they can't. So
I mean, Hot Toys
like,
has been skirting that line for pretty much their entire existence. When
true.
it comes to how they limit some of these
But
editions.
it's the exclusivity, though. I mean, as of recent, they've just been overproducing on so much on so many figures.
Yeah,
a lot of
weren't they
collectors
giving
were
away?
clamoring for exclusivity.
Weren't they giving away Ahsoka Tano's? Like
They were, yeah. Sideshow
Yeah.
was actually packing
Yeah.
everything in, yeah, amongst other figures, yeah.
Which I love that figure. So
Well, I'm waiting for this artist edition to wind up at Ollie's. I'll hold off.
classic joke.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, the exclusivity thing, like for me, I feel like on the back of the sequel trilogy, where they deeply discounted those figures, they just made too many, and then the Mandalorian, like season 1, they made so many figures that they had to discount those too. Rough.
Sorry about that.
Now, was the original
Oh, no, that was
edition?
me. Don't worry, that was me.
Because I have the original edition that came out a few years. Was that a Sideshow exclusive? The original Dark Side Anakin release?
Yeah, it was. It was originally a Comic-Con exclusive, and it just available to those who are in San Diego. But then the whole community spoke up about it, and they made it. They made more for a Sideshow exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that they're trying to skirt more with, like, alongside it being more, some of their products being more limited, more exclusive. They're trying to generate hype, and now they're competing with other companies that genuinely are competing with them, like In-Art Collectibles, like Jazz Inc., who are making, in some cases, probably superior products compared to a lot of the offerings that Hot Toys is putting out. So I think they're kind of trying to go after some of that audience, a more exclusive boutique, like sort of vibe with some of the products. But yeah, I mean, either way, I just don't think it's a good look for them to try and alienate so many collectors by saying, oh, you couldn't get the last thing, well, here's another thing you're not going to get either. They need to announce it alongside another sort of edition that anybody can obtain. Or like I said last night also, this could have been like an exclusive for a limited time at Celebration. And then if you're at Celebration, you get it early before anyone else. And then later, everybody else gets a chance to get it. Like that, I would have been totally cool with.
Well, I think that's what they're doing, but only with 1,000 pieces left over that they actually have. And that's going to be a bloodbath trying to get that.
Not that. Definitely not that. Like something that anyone could have just jumped on a pre-order.
So what's the SRP on the their artisan editions average? Is it over 300?
They're over 400 actually.
Over 400.
This one, I think this one's like 450 or 460.
So
before tariffs,
were to do a program whereby they said, here's the figure for this price, but if you just want to buy the head, we'll sell it to you for $200, and it's not there's no cap on it, but it's a $200 price tag just for the head. If you want to swap it out with your standard Anakins that you may have, this is the way to get an artisan head, because we know they have that fun little bubble that you can that they were packed in the packaging. Would that be something that would be an acceptable way to offer? What is the big selling point of these? Like, if you want the full edition, then here's the full price to get the stand and the figure. If you just want this to be your end all be all one and done figure, but if you just want to buy the head, here's the price. It's still high priced, but it's not as expensive as having the whole figure, and there's no cap on the amount that we'd manufacture.
No cap.
Well, except when the hair starts going, then I'll start wearing a cap.
I just want to mention, Carlos, thank you very much for the super chat. It says, collecting makes the worlds I love to get lost and feel real intangible. I picked up the Micro Galaxy Squadron Ghost for $35. Thank you for all you do and for making this space. Thank you, Carlos. Really appreciate the comment and the super chat. Very sweet of you. Thank you. I want to hear from Paul. Paul, what do you think about all this?
You know me, in this group, I am clearly the novice, and my collecting is very, very specific. So I have 4 hot toys, and they all have Trooper in the name somewhere. And I don't know if you can tell by my background,
Yes.
I'm more of the larger scale, and then the very, very small scale at the TVC. So the hot toys for me are very, very niche. Like, they have to be really cool. I think I picked up, the last one I picked up was the Night Trooper, because I thought, oh, cool, another Stormtrooper, because you can never have too many. But I never have understood the things that Hasbro and Sideshow Collectibles do. I don't think I ever will. So I've just kind of tried to remain flexible and roll with it as much as possible. I think another good example is the 501st helmet that came out. And you guys probably know more about that than that. But so for a lot of it, I'm just trying not to dwell on it, you know. And then as far as the collecting is concerned, as you're well aware, I just moved houses, and man, did I realize I had way more stuff than I thought. So I'm being real picky too. So I haven't paid much attention to the Japanese celebration or any of this stuff that's been coming out. I've just been trying to, get the niche helmets that I want and a few other things as the TVC comes out. So I would defer to everything that everybody else has to say in this chat about this particular topic, because hot toys are just like an afterthought for me.
Right on.
Yeah, you're gonna get the Stormtrooper with the cherry blossom kimonos and whatnot.
I'm not going to lie, Mike. I would get that just for the absolute novelty of it. Yeah. So, yeah, the Troopers that's where I stick. So it's not hard to get me to buy something that says Trooper in it.
That felt like that should have been the only Hot Toys exclusive for Celebration.
Agree.
Is that wholly unique piece that is tied directly to Celebration?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they have way too many things and things that people want, like the Galen. Like, people would want a Galen Urso for their displays. Why would you make that one of your exclusives?
Yeah.
It's an odd thing to lock characters behind.
That Stormtrooper seems very appropriate as the exclusive too, because based on the culture and the location. I mean, that's what a great tie-in. What a great way to say, hey, I was there. So and then they kind of went off the rails. So I just kind of
and very much an optional thing.
Yeah.
What exclusive should be at conventions.
Yeah.
I agree. My anxiety is through the roof because I desperately want the Ronin Black Series figure from the Star Wars Visions. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't want to say I need that. It's a toy. I don't need any toys.
But you're thinking it. You don't want to say it, but
I don't want to say it. But yeah, I definitely am thinking it. And knowing that like, I don't know how easy that's going to get outside of Japan, because they've said like it's Japanese only language and only available there. So I don't know if they're going to put it on Pulse afterwards like they tend to do. I'm like, I really want that, because the packaging alone is really pretty. Like, I've been wanting here's from Star Wars Visions since the very first season. Watching it, I'm like, I want come true. A little R2 unit with a hat. Are you kidding me? Look at a hat.
Also, I hate when conventions monopolize your time, when companies come in for the exclusives, because you're going to have people waiting hours in a line to get an exclusive that they could have been doing anything else and enjoying their time at the convention. Yeah, it's a really frustrating game to play when you're going to sell the stuff. You're going to sell it. You shouldn't lock it behind there and create this artificial insanity of trying to acquire these things. Because it doesn't goose the sales any. It probably gets you less sales ultimately.
Yeah.
It's a weird psychology that shouldn't exist anymore.
Right. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to us. Maybe they have their own thoughts or strategies or whatever they're trying to do. But yeah, it does. If you're a consumer, at this stage in the game, it just frustrates you more than anything else. But I mean, speaking to the actual product, like from what we're seeing in these pictures, like he looks really, really good. Like this is part of the reason that people want him. I mean, he looks pretty amazing.
He's been crying so much.
Yeah.
He's just been
I
listening
mean-
to emo music. How could this happen to me?
So can I ask like the stupidest question ever for a Star Wars fan who saw the original movie in the theater? Because I have a really stupid question about this.
I
Please
love
do.
stupid questions.
Excellent. When did this happen? Because
It didn't.
okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to make sure.
No,
When did he?
they-
Okay. All right.
They took the brief instance of Darth Vader being Anakin Skywalker
right.
and his fight with Obi-Wan, and they just went, what if he didn't lose that fight? And this is just what he looked like afterwards.
Okay, so I'm not a complete idiot. Thank you, Mike.
No,
okay.
at no
Right.
point did he really look like with the looking like he got punched in both eyes, black eyes, kind of thing,
red saber.
yellow.
At no point did he have Thrawn eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And well, the thing that threw me was the red saber. I'm like, he didn't have the red saber until after he was crispy. So okay, got it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So sort of a what if kind of situation.
Got it. All right.
So it's not even really a replacement for the people who missed out on that original release a few years back, which was legitimately a Revenge of the Sith duel with Obi-Wan version.
Yeah. Now this one does come with the blue lightsaber blade too. I believe it's listed. There's no pictures of it, but it's listed in the product thing. So if you want it to look more like in Revenge of the Sith, you can. But the idea here is this is Darth Vader without the armor. He didn't lose the fight. He's just, this is him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, he was actually dubbed Darth Vader while he was still in the state.
Right. Yes, he was. Yeah. He just didn't quite look this Sithy.
They did. Hey, did you guys remember he had the Sith eyes and everything? Sith eyes.
Yeah, a little bit, but they weren't that dark.
What's that?
They weren't that dark. Like his eyes were never that like rings around him looking hungover. And he never had the red blade.
There's probably a little bit of like filtering or photoshopping going on here too. But I mean this also approximates his Ahsoka look. So I mean you could display it as that too if you wanted to.
That's absolutely true.
But yeah, so I guess if you get in Japan, he has a limited edition sleeve, not in a shirt, but like the box has a sleeve.
Oh,
so
comes in a tank top.
He's got to cover those tats.
Cool.
Yeah. He's got to cover up the tats so he can work at Taco Bell.
God, I'm like the biggest dummy in this whole chat. I'm like, why would they give you really? Oh, that kind of sleeve. Okay, got it. Wow, I've only had one glass too. That's pathetic. Okay, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really want this. I'm going to be honest. Like Anakin's my favorite character, and I was lucky to get the first artisan. I don't have it yet, but my wait list converted with Sideshow like within a couple of weeks of it being pre-ordered back in I think October of 2023, which is forever ago now in terms of collectibles. But I'm hoping they'll get it and ship it out soon. But I mean, I have that, so if I didn't get this, then it wouldn't be the end of the world. But I mean, I do want it. And
no, hold on. I'm sorry. They still made you wait that long, and they were still that limited. Like I assumed it was limited because these are the ones they made and they're shipping out. Like if they're gonna have that long wait, why not just make them to order?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like make it
you ask a lot of questions
at Celebration, but then like everybody else that wants to order can do like their order and just get it later.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, that would be the best thing to do. Like make it to order. That's what
order.
Does with a lot of their stuff and
put a time limit on it. Like
yeah, time limit would be the way to go.
I know NECA does that with a lot of pieces.
Yeah, Mondo does that with some of their 1/6 scaled like He-Man stuff and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, HasLabs are like that where it's timed. Like, hey, like as many people as order this, you can get it. Like, I think that's the best way to do collectibles like this.
Oh yeah, of course. But
where anyone can buy as many as they want, as long as you buy it within the right time frame. Like, I am fully behind that.
So, for all of you, what has been the most frustrating Hot Toys experience that you've had so far in your time collecting them?
Mario?
I remember trying to order, what was it? Dang, I lost track. There was a recent one that was really, really hard to order for some reason. It was one of the Imperial Commandos. Actually, I remember there was a lot of demand for that one, and just trying to get to the Sideshow queue felt like a bloodbath trying to get that.
Did you
but
wind up getting it?
I did actually, yeah. Yeah, luckily.
He had to kill a guy
Paul,
to do it, but he did it.
That's how you move up in the queue at Sideshow.
We're not trying to. Yeah, I'm not advertising that. Yeah, no, Paul, you mentioned that you collect troopers. I'm a big Hot Toys trooper collector also, man. And one of the things that I missed out was on the Umbra Trooper, the one from Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that one hit home for me because that's another one they put behind a limited paywall, and I completely missed out on it. And yeah, I eventually got it. You know, thankfully there was another collector in the community that hooked it up. But yeah, it's been a little bit frustrating just trying to get some of these more limited pieces.
The camera's getting blurry. I'm right here.
Your camera's been drinking.
Yeah, I was glad to see you do that.
The camera's been celebrating the anniversary much harder than everyone else.
Backstage.
So while we're on this subject, could there be anyone else joining the block party? Let's find out.
Still not Adam Driver,
but
close. Handsome man.
What's going on? How you doing?
The closest we've gotten to Adam Driver all night, right there.
There you go.
He did come with his regards, though.
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Good.
So,
good.
And he brought the mandatory beard, so he's good.
Hey, I haven't seen my face in like 22 years now.
I like how you lay out your position like between those round things that are like, it looks like you have like a frame around you. I like it.
What, back here?
No, like the little graphic on my background here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. I like that. How's everybody doing, man? Everybody good?
Yeah, we're good.
Is this the anniversary show? Is this the
12 years of the VC YouTube channel.
Happy anniversary. Definitely. I mean, it couldn't have came at a better time and for a better person. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you.
Enjoy the content, man. So glad to be here.
I just want to say I subscribed to your channel when I bought my first hot toy, and every time I've gotten one, I always go to your channel to like, how should I be doing this? Like, how should I play with this correctly?
Same.
You know what, Mike? Speaking of which, because we've been getting like me, myself, and Dan and Loco, we decided to bring back Take Your Position. So I'm gonna start doing Take Your Position videos again, but then we're gonna also do a live show. So I was like, yeah, might as well just kind of bring it back and make it happen. So yeah,
cool.
I'll be doing that. I'll definitely be doing that. So
you should know that Mike has broken every single one of his hot toys.
He
is not good at taking lessons at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Listen, my arm moves that way. Why can't this one move that way? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah.
He doesn't listen to doctors either.
No.
You know what? Like, speaking of breaking, like the thing is like I saw like 2 other people today who actually broke their Ahsoka figure. Like,
oh no!
Yeah, 2 other people today who did it. And I'm like, well, but I guess it's strange to me how they've done it. Like, it doesn't really. You'd have thought, Mario, they'd have learned from the first one, and they haven't.
Oh yeah. Well,
So
the first one was hit the shoulder.
aspect that's breaking?
Well,
the elbow joint.
The elbow joint, because it's a single jointed elbow. Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's not double jointed. So even though the body is
people
silicone,
are trying to overflex and snap.
Yeah. But they think that they can. They think that it's
because they see that silicone and think, oh yeah, this is super flexible. Of course it's gonna be. It's Mike. Mike is looking at it going, well, my elbow can do that.
My elbow moves that way.
Yeah.
Well, the structure isn't that well secure either. I mean, it's a metal endoskeleton from what I understand for the arms, but they only have it secure with only like 1 joint instead of 2. So that's a problem right there. I saw it earlier a little while ago.
Yeah.
Before more collectors actually got it in hand, and that's a bummer to hear, man.
Yeah.
That's a great looking figure, man.
It's an amazing figure. That's why. But here's the thing: is I was like, you know what? We learned from the first time, and it's like put it this way. I don't want to say it's good. I'm not going to say I don't want to be that smug, but it's good that we get a chance to see other reviewers and how they do it first. So they'll tell you, pretty much give you the do's and don'ts of a figure before you get it in hand. It's like a little heads up so you can, definitely make sure that you are taking the proper precautions and you're not, messing things up. But I just think that, there even should have been like a tutorial from Hot Toys to say, look, these are what you should do. This is what you should do. This is what you, kind of avoid so they don't run into these situations. These high-end pieces, we're paying so much money for them. So yeah, don't make that
But
mistake.
have they ever done that with any of their pieces?
But the first Ahsoka. Well, you're talking about like just
On
the
an official level where they just, hey, here's the range that from Hot Toys we're telling
they
you.
come with instruction booklets. I mean, there's that.
But those instruction booklets are so baffling.
Yeah.
No, they're mentioned. It's mentioned in there, the range of motion.
Yeah.
You should make a for dummies book, like a Hot Toys Ahsoka for dummies.
Yeah. We always said that Hot Toys themselves, because now we're relying on Sideshow to come out with the, the videos themselves. The unsealed and revealed videos, and then you have, their posing videos and stuff like that. So you rely on that, or most people would rely on that just to kind of get an idea of the range of motion, articulation, just the proper posing techniques and stuff like that. But I always felt as though Hot Toys, being that it's your brand, you should have someone in-house who's, sufficient or, efficient in something like that, just to put out a little tutorial so you would know beforehand, this is what you're getting, this is what to expect. But here's the thing, is like, that's asking a lot of Hot Toys. It's not going to happen that way. So, you know what it is. So. Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. Definitely insane.
Yep. I'm not frozen right now, am I?
No, you're
good.
Okay.
You're fine. You're
Just making sure. There's been weird stuff happening all night. Mario
The
can
camera's
attest.
drinking, the internet's drinking.
My Hot Toys are apparently too. Bane took a dive earlier inside.
Way
the
too
pizza.
much.
Don't
I'm
know what
feeling
happened there.
tipsy.
Yeah, right.
I don't even.
So how'd you celebrate the anniversary today? Like, what you
This
doing?
is it. This is it. Right
This
here.
is a celebration right here.
Glock
Yeah.
party,
We're in
man.
it.
Nice little vibe. Well, I'm seeing a little puppy back
I was
there.
gonna say somebody's trying to get involved.
You'll see
back there.
dogs. I'm like, I'm a dog person, so when I see them call, oh, look at that. That's what I'm
I
talking about.
agree.
Oh.
Topic
Those
change.
gamers.
Puppy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, how many times you go across like your feed, like anybody go across your feed, right? And you can be having like the worst day, and you just see like one of those puppy videos, and it's like,
Yeah.
the best thing in the world. I'm like, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Definitely. You showing off over there with your display, Pro.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, me? No,
Yeah,
no,
you.
no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, bro.
I'm just doing what I do, man.
Nah,
That-
I'm just here, bro.
I see those casual Mondo turtles right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Perfectly angled camera,
Yeah.
so you can
Oh,
actually.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're right on that third,
Oh.
you're on that third
Oh, I
line.
mean,
Look at all
once
that
start
negative
flexing and
space. You got
everything.
all that negative space.
Yeah,
He's an artist and a poet. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just how the angle is.
Right.
That can't be said to
Whose
be the
fault?
frame.
Yeah.
You hear him? He's like, "Oh, me?
man.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. I can't just."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know, right?
Ain't that what he said? You saw, right?
Well, now you just see all my
Yeah.
mess. Just
Yeah,
fucking
right.
everywhere.
Yeah, you got some awesome lighting back there, Pro, for sure. That I
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
the
for sure.
ambiance, man. It's really
Incredible, bro.
good. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Those Mondo
No,
turtles. That's my one big regret not purchasing those.
Well, actually, these are bootleg NECA turtles.
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yep.
I have those. Mine are right
Yeah,
right
well,
here.
these,
just off the camera.
these
Never
I
mind.
guess these are newer ones that actually came out on the blister
Okay.
packs.
Okay.
With the diorama pieces.
Okay.
Alex
Yeah, mine are
First
the tubes, the tube ones.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I
I had
thought
those
it was
back
on
in the
these
day.
are actually
Yeah.
for sale. If you'd like to pick them up right now.
They're out
Then
there,
I
man.
take
They're-
it back. Those are just garbage turtles. Those aren't the Martin.
Nice.
Oh, well, these are incredible. They did an amazing
Oh, they're
job.
good.
And I mean, these
Yeah.
third party companies are actually like they're doing great work, man.
Third party? Is
And
that
I love
third
this
party
set.
knockoff?
Yeah, sure. These bootleg companies, whoever's doing it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. I really love this set a lot.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and pull up another image, another something new from this week.
Ooh.
There's two other items that I mentioned. Hot Toys put up Star Wars related that followed that Anakin figure, that Darth Vader figure. And the first of those is K2SO in his Andor appearance.
You know what? That was crazy because, I mean, I saw it. The first thing that I jumped to was, Rogue One. You know what I mean? Because we hadn't seen him yet, or we haven't got. Well, we did technically, but not reprogrammed. So, I went strictly to, Rogue One. because that's what I'm used to seeing. And it's good that, which is crazy because I think they actually, this one right here, which is special about this one, it's actually LED USB, I think, Prof.
USB powered, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
so you don't have to work. Yeah, which is good because those button cell batteries, you turn those lights on and it just goes like that with an hour. They die quick, so quick.
Mhm.
So to have the button cells, like, all right, cool. I'm digging that. I'm definitely digging that. Yeah, I'm definitely digging that. So, yep.
Are those individual articulated fingers, or are they like hands that swap out?
No, they're
articulated.
individuals articulated.
Yeah,
Mike, are you
articulated.
nervous because they're popping off when you go to touch them? Is that what they
100%. My
Yeah,
fingers
okay,
move
just
that way, but not his.
Yeah. It's such an amazing, like I had the first one and it's well done. It still holds up. Like it really holds up.
Now,
Definitely.
are there
well
any
done.
other differences between this? Is it just the power for the eyes, and obviously the inclusion of the other blaster?
The rifle? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that
Because
there's
that one
anything
was
else.
so well done.
Well
It
It
done.
looks the
original.
same. It looks the
Yeah.
same. And this, I mean, talk about Grail killers. I mean, yeah, here's another one that was going for Grail prices, and here they go releasing another one, which is great. I mean, it's overdue. You know, actually, and the fact that they brought it out with USB powered, I mean, it's a plus. That's what a lot of collectors want these days, and not to deal with those button cell batteries anymore, man. We
Exactly.
all want USB.
I hate those button cells. I
Yeah.
swear to God, I hate them.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah.
He's gonna go kill some button cell batteries.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this looks really good. I did not have the original release, and I didn't pick up the Mandalorian version, so I'm like, okay, this is fate. This is my chance.
Mhm.
There you
So
go.
I did go ahead and pre-order this one, and I've been like saying like I'm gonna pre-order less, especially when it comes to
Oh,
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 did she freeze?
she is having issues.
she's frozen
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
She mentioned earlier that she's not using stands for her display. This one I would highly
Oh, that's
recommend
dangerous.
using a stand.
Yeah, it's
You know,
dangerous.
even though
That's
the
why
laser
Bane fell
die
over.
cast. What's that?
That's why Bane fell over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I thought the whole way you do it is you make sure all the figures stand by propping another figure in front of them.
Until the one in the back topples over, and then
Yeah.
you know, the domino effect.
And that's how I do it. I just
It's a
it's
good
it's
plan,
a it's
but
a
it
it's a
has
general
flaw.
mass thing, right? They eventually form their own gravity well, and they stay together in the ball of figures that you've displayed them in.
Right.
They never
Mhm.
topple.
Well, Mike, I
Except-
think you're up,
except
or
when you-
Prof. So you guys are in charge again, right?
Oh man. Oh no.
Yeah,
Can't Emma
go.
be in charge? I don't want to be in charge.
Why
Okay.
would you be in charge? Yeah.
Go ahead, Emma.
All right, I'm just reading some of the comments right now.
Smart.
If there's anything worth? Everybody's talking about K2SO. I guess I'll just reiterate with the button cell batteries how much I hate those.
That
Yeah.
that R2, the Attack of the
Oh my
Clones
God,
one that I
right?
had, that thing, it was off,
Mm-hmm.
and the button cells went dead not only in that but also in the remote control
Yep.
after 2 uses.
Really?
And the
Yeah, I had the same issue with the
Yeah.
IG-11.
Which I guess unless you fully turn it off, you flip the switch, even though it's technically off, it's still going to continue draining the batteries in some kind of
Mhm.
standby state.
Yeah. The one
So-
that always got to me was the Vader, any of the Vaders they made, because you have to like, at least with R2, like you can pop off the head and like take the switch off. With Vader, like each individual button, like box for his belt, you have to like take off and like,
Vader seemed
Flip the
specifically
switch
constructed
and then,
to
like-
annoy
yeah.
people.
But the newer ones are much improved. They're actually
I got the
Uh-huh.
Obi-Wan. I got the Obi-Wan Vader.
Mm-hmm.
My problem there is the
100%.
light up base didn't work out of the box, and I emailed
Oh
I
no.
emailed them. I'm like, hey, the light up base isn't working. They're like, try a different cable. I'm like, I did. Let's listen. I did. I'm an adult. I'm a computer guy. Like my first instinct is to try a different cable. It didn't
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
and then they never got back to me. They were just like, oh well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I've had more QC issues with Hot Toys when it comes to electronics than anything.
Mm.
Yeah.
I should probably check on my Iron Man figures. I never do. I never
Yeah,
tested any of the batteries in these things.
It's so sad when you see the dead eyes and the K2SO or the C3PO, and
I
just know that
know.
it's impossible to have them. I do like others have suggested that they should offer like alternate eyes that are painted
Mm-hmm.
to look like they're in a glow state in case you don't want to do the batteries
Mm-hmm.
and still have it look alive on the shelf in some fashion.
They actually did that for the Clone Commandos. The visor actually
did
looks
they?
like it's lit. Yeah, the visor looks like it's lit, but it also has an LED that it's a little bit brighter, but still, it looks good even when it's off.
Well, that was a mistake. Never should have been that way. They've since decided never to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back, Victoria?
I think so. I hope so.
Oh, there we go. I think we got everybody again.
I think we're all back now. Yes.
We're all here.
For now. For now.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got you.
Oh yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Because I
Yes,
can't
yes,
hear
yes.
you guys at all.
Oh,
Oh,
Hold on, let me see.
wow. End ghosts.
This is weird. Hold on, I'll
Yeah.
be back. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Some
Okay.
would say it's no big loss for him.
I was gonna say, in my defense, I'm not saying anything worth hearing anyway. So
and I'm over here giving Mike a hard time about the fingers. I'm scared to touch my hot toys because I think I'm going to break something on them. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
Mike,
only
he's not with
I've
enough
only broken one hot
Transformers.
toy. Yeah,
Oh, see, you build 10,000 bridges, you break one hot toy. What do they call you, right? Exactly.
the breaker. No, it was the Cody, the little antenna on his helmet. His helmet just fell out of his hand.
Oh.
But I did email Sideshow and I'm like, hey, I never do this, but like, is there anything you can do? And they did send me just a little replacement.
I said, have we
Of
tried
that.
turning it off
Nice.
and then turning it
Oh.
back on again?
Unfortunately, that didn't do anything for regenerating the top of his antenna.
I think the most fragile piece that I've had is I don't know if anyone has the Sideshow Jabba, the one they did a couple years ago.
Mm.
The Salacious Crub in that, they like cast it in this super brittle resin.
Oh,
But
they're
the
polystone?
ears are like, yeah, the ears are so thin. Like if you just like touch them, they just snap right off.
Fun.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, it's such, yeah, why they cast
Slideshow
it.
makes some weird decisions when it comes to the really
Yeah.
fine details and what the materials are made of.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
Gotta love it.
I think they must have inherited like an entire a warehouse full of resin from like
I think so.
an old relative, and they were having to work through it in whatever way possible. So everything has to be polystone.
Yeah. No, it's so brittle. I don't even know how they got it like out of the mold and packaged without it breaking.
They're just as surprised.
Well, honestly, it's probably like the gold plastic that Hasbro liked to use back in the 90s, where it was fine when they first made it, but give it like a year or two and it crumbles.
Yeah.
Or what is it? The Lego was it the red or the brown?
Yeah.
The brown
Yeah,
bricks
same thing. Yeah.
from that period.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Or any G.I. Joe vehicle from the 80s.
There we go.
Oh,
Well, speaking of, there's a shelf full of hot toys and various other things above me, and I was on a phone call with someone, and in the middle of the phone call, one of the supports gave way, and the
Ooh.
entirety of
Oh,
the shelf.
no.
It was the most amazing sight and sound.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
It was like the toy equivalent of being in an avalanche. It sounded because it was a constant sound for what seemed like a 3 minutes, but it was maybe 5 seconds.
Wow.
And of the entirety of that, the only thing that was broken was the tail of a Mighty Mouse maquette.
You're
Wow.
kidding.
The hot
That's it.
toys were
Wow.
fine. Everything was fine. It was all in a heap on the floor. And everything I was going, there's something must be broken. Something's got to be snapped. Something's got to be broken on some of this, including there was the fertility idol replica that Sideshow put out was one of the things that also took the plunge
Wow.
off of that shelf.
And it survived.
You're lucky a big
Wow.
stone ball didn't roll after it.
So what I'm saying is, you may think that you've put a screw into a stud, but you really, really should make sure that you put a screw into a stud.
Make
you
sure.
must have been right with your God that day, Ken. Nothing but break.
Man.
Wow.
It was astounding. The person on the phone was like, "What was that?" They heard it.
Yeah. Right.
No.
Well, my house is currently collapsing, sir. Give me a
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
It was amazing the zen feeling you'll have in that moment of not panic, of just a resignation of, oh,
Yeah.
well, that happened. Oh,
Yeah.
well, there's nothing I can do about it now. And
You
He
couldn't
had to go on
stop
the
it
beach
while
and
it was
watch the
happening.
tsunami.
So
Yeah.
it's like, all right,
Right.
well,
Although that would have been
Just
amazing
imagine
physical
He
comedy.
like dives under it. He's like, no. Just-
yeah. It was funny. I had so I have my modern suit Keaton Batman Hot Toys figure. So I was putting it up near the 89 Batmobile. It's on the second shelf. And I had it at the, just at the very end, and I hate to use like stands. I try to just kind of stay away from as much as I can because it just doesn't give me that feel, that level of realism. And, especially if I'm creating a scene, the figure fell off the shelf. It flipped first time. Like when people do those, Coke bottle or those water bottle challenges.
Oh yeah, the water.
yeah.
It flipped off and landed. He landed on his feet. Now the problem is it landed, Mario. The funniest thing is it landed, and I had him in a certain pose. When I looked at it, it was sort of like he was looking up at me like this, like I really am Batman. I do this.
What's weird is the
Like I
theme
do
played
this.
while it happened.
You end up in a superhero landing
Like you
pose.
can hear
or-
like a superhero lady. He's like, yo, I'm really Batman. I do this for real. Like I do this. I'm about that life, so I'm good.
Hey,
I'm straight.
I'm sure it's a great toy,
That's
but you
funny.
put that thing in a box and got rid of it because it's clearly possessed, right? I mean, you did get rid of it.
Yo, he's sitting right there.
You're a braver man than me, my friend.
Yeah,
You
right.
try telling Batman you're getting rid of him after that.
Right. Fair enough. That's fair too. He's like, but I did
Oh,
everything you
man.
asked of me.
I
Yeah, okay,
didn't.
yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy though, because sometimes you pose a figure, and maybe it's just that I forget. Usually I'll forget about certain things. But sometimes you'll notice like subtle changes. Like, wait a minute, I never touched that figure. Like I didn't go back. I didn't move it. I didn't tilt it. Something's off. Like something's really weird. So it's like, yo, are my figures really possessed like that, or is something going on? Like straight up, like it's something going on.
Can you imagine the Toy Story movie that's going on at Leia's
Oh my
house?
God.
Yo,
Yeah.
could you imagine what's going on in everybody's house right now?
Right.
You just don't know it, bro. Straight
Uh,
up.
Especially
Oh.
Ken with that variety he has behind him right there. Got the Muppets,
yeah.
got Star Wars. I mean,
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous.
a bit epic
But the
battle.
conversations are amazing.
yeah, right.
Best
Man.
best cocktail party happening right now. So much to share. So many different viewpoints.
Mm-hmm.
All
And then
judging.
Victoria's frozen again.
Oh,
Who's frozen?
Jesus.
Victoria.
Look at that.
Oh,
She's
She's
Victoria.
contemplating everything we're
I
saying.
like to
She's
think
really
she's just
enjoying
smiling, enjoying us having a good time. That's
right.
what she's
Yeah.
humoring. The word is humoring.
right.
Yes, humor. Yes. Yes.
And there she
Oh,
goes.
wow.
What a bummer.
Yeah, I don't ever think mine are moving, but it took me about a year and a half not to walk in the room when it was dark and not get startled by this full-size stormtrooper back there. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, never mind. Okay.
But
If
you know what,
If
Paul?
it's any
That's
consolation, he'll miss the shot.
right.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah.
Right,
Is
right.
that Home Depot version?
No, that's the Sideshow Collectibles version, believe it or not.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Well, I
It's
didn't
all good
insult you,
profit. No, here's the thing. I have the Home Depot one because I don't pass up a trooper. It's still in the box in the garage on the shelf, just so you know. I
Oh,
never
wow.
put it together. So, yeah.
I didn't even know Home Depot had one for real.
It
Yeah,
was
that
on
might-
sale, like too. It was like
They were like
Yeah,
$100, and you can
yeah.
tell. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Okay.
It's meant to be like a Halloween novelty or like a Christmas novelty.
it's a
You put on
Christmas
the fridge.
decoration, weirdly
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a. You know what? That's crazy because they had a Yoda one this past year. It was
Yeah, I
at
remember
Home Depot. Did you see that one?
Yep. Yeah.
I did see that one.
Yeah. I was
Nothing
like,
says
okay.
Christmas like
Thank you,
Yoda.
Yoda.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, still one of
Yeah.
the best Hasbro Star Wars figure releases was the Holiday Yoda.
Oh,
They
sure.
would
yeah.
do their annual.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I
because
was gonna say-
it was all the McCory Lucasfilm
Mhm.
Christmas cards that they do the representations from the artwork of. So
So yeah.
So yeah, Hot Toys. Give us a Yoda with a Santa hat on and the pack of toys. Give us holiday releases.
There you go.
Easily one of the
I would love
best.
Life Day Chewbacca from Hot Toys. I
Do you,
get it.
do you
I don't
remember?
know,
Do you remember
did
the episode 2 DVD release marketing where like Huda Man, Yoda Man,
Yoda Man.
Yoda
That was so annoying.
Yo.
Didn't he break dance also?
Yeah, I think so.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And he like wrapped with some like clones behind him or something.
That's where they
Yeah,
made him
yeah.
CG. Otherwise,
Yep.
you couldn't do that with the puppet.
Right.
Not without Frank Oz breaking his hand.
I was going to say, because
I know,
Frank
right?
Oz was too white for that.
I don't know if I
That-
trust
yeah.
you on anatomy right now, Mike.
I don't know anything about anatomy.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist.
I'm just a simple man.
Yeah.
I play with toy. I break toy.
Man. I wonder how PC's working. Oh man, I know it's on the anniversary too, and it's messing with her. Come
It's
on.
okay. We're taking over.
Yeah.
We're
We
Yeah,
took
got
over for
this.
it. We holding it
We got
down
this.
for it till she
Yes, sir, we're
straightens
holding
it out.
it
That's
down.
what's up.
I think
right.
the stand-in host Emma has been doing an excellent job, so I'll continue with
thank
that.
you.
Good job, Emma.
I will go back to I saw somebody earlier ask, what's your favorite, if you have Hot Toys or like a 1/6 collectible, what's your favorite piece in all of our collection?
Great question.
We have one to pick.
Easy. Easy.
What's that?
K2SO. She's right there.
Ah,
That's my
Oh,
favorite
Which-
figure, like straight up.
you
Listen,
know, there's a 2.0 coming, man.
you think so?
Oh, I know so. I know,
know
so,
so?
man. I know
Oh, so you
No.
know some things?
His last name is actually
I may or
Hot
may
Toys.
not.
Mario Hot Toy.
I know, right? Yeah, my last
Yeah.
name's Chan.
You're
Tell him
talking
now.
about
What you mean?
the standard Jin,
Oh, no,
the regular
I've seen the
K2SO, not
Wonders.
the
I have
Imperial
both.
disguise.
I have the Imperial disguise and the standard
Mm.
deluxe. Oh, well, the regular deluxe as well. I've
Looking at them
had-
right now. They're I always, as far as what's on my desk, is what I
Mhm.
consider to be the ones I care the most about.
Yeah.
And the K2SO is there, and the other K2SO is slightly
Yes.
behind it over there.
It just you know what it is, and I think the figures that are some of our favorites are the ones that carry the most memories, and it's the moments within that moment is when something just amazing. Like for me, again, Rogue One was such an amazing film. And I remember it with it was like literally when we went and saw it, because we were coming off of the hype of Force Awakens, and we were so excited about those films that were released. Rogue One comes along, and literally we couldn't wait till the next film dropped. About 40 of us tag teamed the movie theater at that time. We just went, and we had like 2 rows. It was just exciting. It was an amazing film. And then when they dropped the figure itself, and it went up for pre-order. I was like, I knew I had to have it day one. And it was just because of that. That figure it meant a lot for me, because it was one of the only times that I actually got my mom back out of her home into a theater to watch this movie. And she loved it. And expect her, and watching both her and my daughter at the very end, because my daughter's a Vader fan. That's just it. And watching her, my daughter literally stood up.
Well-raised
No
child,
lie.
man.
Literally,
Yeah.
she's a Vader fan, bro. She
Yep.
stood up in the middle of the theater, and clapped and applauded, and had everybody else clap. Literally, bro.
Nice.
She was so hype over that scene. So
Emma.
that, and having my mom there at that particular time, it meant so
man.
much. So that's why that figure's one of my favorites. It's my favorite out of my entire collection. So
I remember seeing Rogue One
Mhm.
on opening night, first screening,
yeah.
Times Square AMC.
Wow.
And I bought a ticket for some friends. So
Yeah.
it was me watching Rogue One's premiere with TV's Frank
Hmm.
Connor
From Mr. Science Theater 3000.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
we-
awesome.
watching
That's
Rogue
awesome.
One and seeing him be so excited
Yeah.
about the movie, and then talking about Rogue One with TV's Frank.
Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing.
So cool.
That's
I went opening night out in Hollywood at the Disney Theater, El Capitan, out over there.
Yeah.
And what was cool is
Back
that
when
they
that
had
still
this-
existed.
It's still there, man. I mean, what was cool is that downstairs they had this giant Rogue One display with all the costumes, all the model ships.
Mm.
It was really cool. I mean, and then going inside the theater, I think they had I think it was a composer that came out actually, and they're kind of talking about
Michael
his
Giacchino.
work
I
on the
was going to say
film.
Michael Giacchino. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was him that was up there.
Oh, word.
And yeah, that movie was amazing. When it came out,
Everything.
loved it. This-
man.
I mean, the seats over there are a little small for me. I'm a bigger dude. You know what I mean? So I'm like
Yeah.
not that comfortable in the seats, but the architecture of the theater is gorgeous, and then seeing that kind
Yeah.
of movie going back to the around the original trilogy was awesome. That was
The
awesome.
only movie I've seen. I went back and across the street at, I think, the Regal Theater. They had the 4DX. First
Yeah.
time I'd ever done 4DX, and not knowing that, don't get refreshments if you go see a 4DX film. It's not
I've
going to
only
go
seen
well.
one movie 4DX. That was Godzilla Minus Zero, and that movie beat the absolute shit out of me. Like, I felt like I got my ass kicked watching that movie. Like, I was cringing anytime he like knocks someone. I'm like, oh no,
Because you can hear it
no.
rumble, yeah,
Oh, no.
right?
Like,
Yeah.
no, he's like hits you in the back, and I'm
So
like,
basically, the movie was like a cat pushing a glass off the counter, and you're like, no, don't do it.
100%.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool, man. I saw Rogue One also on 4DX in downtown LA, and I thought that was such a cool
It
experience.
was just, it was just less than immersive sometimes when you'd have like an explosion and they put smoke in the theater, but the smoke is still lingering through the scenes after it. And you're like, well, that's
Yeah.
I hate getting sprayed with water. Wearing glasses and
Right?
having water.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm like, you have to pull them off
that's
and
just
clean
people
it up.
telling Mike, no, stop, no, don't do that, don't do that, Mike. You're
Right.
gonna break that hot toy. Don't do it.
I'm gonna break my glasses. My eyes move that way. Why don't my glasses?
That's insane. That's insane. You know what? I've never been in a 4DX film. Hey, yeah.
I don't recommend it, but I've only had the one experience. I just didn't enjoy it. But I love Godzilla's Minus Zero. Like, that's a fantastic movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. To answer the question though, my favorite hot toy is a combination. I bought the Mandalorian speeder bike and the IG-11 just so I could put that on there, because I think that might be like one of my all-time favorite scenes from anything Star Wars ever. And I grew up, I'm born in 82. I grew up OT, but like just seeing him gun down stormtroopers with like a baby strapped to his like on a speeder bike, I'm like, this is just fun. This is great.
Bro, it was like one of the first times we got a chance to really see an IG unit.
Exactly.
In action.
Yeah. You always heard about it. You read about it, but it's different seeing it. Yeah.
It's different seeing it, like how fast he works, and just basically he is like a terrorizing type of a
It
character.
makes sense why they beat bounty hunters.
Yeah, right. Right.
Who was it? Was it Robot Chicken that did that, where they had IG-88 playing basketball or something like that?
Yeah.
You guys see that?
Yeah.
I love that.
Is he watching? Is he paying attention?
Also, shout out to their Conan O'Brien and Andy Richter playing Forlom and Zuckus. Waiting to get the phone call. To get their first gig, and how excited they are.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't Weird Al play one of those in the Star Wars Detours? Was it?
He did do a voice. Did he play Dengar?
Was it Dengar? Maybe I think it was Dengar. Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Weird Al played Dengar?
Yeah, in Star Wars Detour. So,
okay.
I live in San Diego, so we get a lot of people like up from LA and stuff. And I worked at the Apple store.
Gotcha.
And this guy came in with a Star Wars Detours shirt on, and like we'd just heard about it, just been announced. He's like, "Yeah, I'm working on it." And like a week later, like they announced that they canceled. Like it's just
really?
Oh
like
no.
they made it. Like and he told me, he's like, "Yeah, it's all animated. Like we're so excited for the
The
release."
guy came in and was like, I love working with George Lucas. He's great.
You got Detours canceled. You guys killed off Paul Rubens, man. I mean, dude.
I don't know what's happening. I'm breaking the hot toys left and
Mike's
right.
like, you should tell George he should just cash out now. He should just take his money, sell it. It's all good.
Mike, let me tell you about an experience I had. Probably one of the most memorable experiences that I'll cherish, because it was definitely an experience, but it was involving one person exposing who he really is. And that he is about that life and he is that person. A couple years back, Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim.
I was there.
Right? A couple years back in Anaheim, me and the missus, we met Mario at Disney, right? He was like, I'll be there. Now, mind you, I didn't realize how tall he really is.
It's hard to see when he's sitting down like this.
Like literally, no,
He's
listen.
only this big on my screen.
I mean,
Mike.
those aren't 6 scale figures behind him.
Mike.
Those are full scale figures.
I know, right? They're 1-to-1.
So we're in the park. Where actually we didn't get deep in the park. We were basically in the entrance. We had just walked down. Where were we at? The end of the
Towards Main Street, yeah.
towards Main Street. We were basically in the main. Mario was like, all right, I'm coming in. So you know how, like, by perspective, when you're far away from a person,
Yeah.
they look average size. So you're like, okay, whatever. The closer I got to Mario, it was like I was looking up at an ATA.
He just keeps getting bigger.
I thought I was looking at an AT-AT, bro, just walking towards me, bro. Like just basically what it was. But Mario,
That's no moon.
and that's no moon. That's a space station. Like straight up. But listen. Mario is a human Disney pass to anything you need to see. Because no matter where you are and how many people are in the line, if you're with Mario, you're getting in the front. Why? It's not just because of the pass. Is it because Mario knows everyone and they know him? Like literally. When we went to go, what was it? Star Tours? We got in there like what? I
think it was the Indiana Jones pass because I ran into somebody that we met previously.
It was
she recognized, oh, hey, what's up? So I introduced her to everybody that was there, and we were talking about what we were doing, and then she just decides to take us to the front of Indiana Jones. We're like, okay, cool, let's go.
Mike, it's not that casual. It's not that easy. Let him tell it. He's not going to tell the full story. It wasn't just her saying that. It's Mario has the gift of gab. It doesn't matter what line we are in. We got a chance to get on the Millennium Falcon quick. Did we or did we not?
We did.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like he is a human hall pass, bro. Like he gets you anywhere you need. It was the best experience. That's when we saw that Ralph McQuarrie art piece that we picked up.
Yeah, we both picked it up.
That was amazing. We both picked that up.
That was
but
cool,
it was an amazing
Took him up
experience.
to Walt's apartment, made some chili.
Yeah.
No, we're in tomorrow.
Got into Club 33, not a big deal.
I know, huh? Well, I don't want to. He's not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
It's not as good as it used to be, though.
We were coming out of Star Tours, and there's Star Tours. There's a churro cart out there, right?
Yeah.
So he was talking about getting a churro. I don't think he's ever had one at the time.
I didn't.
So he gets one, right? And then we're all hanging out off to the side, and then we're looking around. Next thing you know, we see Leo disappear. I'm like, where'd he go? He's just standing in line again to get another churro. We're like, this dude, he's already addicted to the sugar rush.
Mario was like, wait, there's more.
They're
There's
good.
more down. We're going to see more. He said,
there's more churro carts?
Exactly.
Every cart's got its own unique flavor too, man. You gotta
there's like carts like every 8 feet. Like this seems like there's a churro cart.
Is there
everywhere.
a churro pass? Can I get a churro pass?
Yeah,
I know, right?
Right?
that'd be nice.
I was just
It was a fun
that entire
time, man.
day was just churros. That's everywhere I went. I just saw them. Like I just had to have them, like straight up. But it was an amazing time.
Did you know that Doritos were invented at Disneyland?
Yeah.
True story.
I didn't know that.
story.
What, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the hell?
I mean,
Oh,
well, when
Victoria.
a mommy Dorito and a daddy Dorito.
I remember Mike is not a medical professional at all.
I don't know much about Dorito anatomy, but I mean, right?
I didn't know that.
doesn't
Like,
even
you better
know
not make
how
Doritos
it
go out of
is,
business tomorrow,
man.
dude.
I had no idea. Get out of here.
But that's a true fact. Yeah.
It is true. Peak Obi-Wan, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It's very sweet of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for this anniversary. And sorry, I keep cutting out. I tried personal hotspot. It was still happening. So I'm just trying Wi-Fi and, whatever happens, I guess. I'm at the mercy of a very expensive internet service that apparently doesn't always work. So
Well,
He's
even
been-
when
We got
you're
2
not
hours
here,
so far.
You're the reason we're here. So
Well, welcome
Definitely.
back to your own.
Still a
party,
celebration.
Victoria. Yeah.
We're here.
no, you guys are doing a
reason
good
is
job
you.
sharing it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Now we got. I remember the first time I'd asked Victoria to come on one of the shows. Mario was like, "You got Victoria going on?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Bro, do you want?" She's the GOAT. I was like, "Okay, all right, for real."
All Star
I want, literally, like,
Yeah.
but then I realized, like, once she's on the show and then going on her show, like how she influences so many people. Like,
Mhm.
just, I don't know, the show is infectious. I'm always begging to come on the show. Like, literally, it's like I'm begging, but it's infectious. The energy is here. The community that you created, like, you've really created something special here. And it's there's no issues, no problems. And I think that, most shows and a lot of us who are content creators really inspired to have that atmosphere. So we thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For what you do to the community, what you've done for the community, and just inviting that energy. So we can take a piece of it and I can take it to my channel and just remember what it means to really have, it to be like a spirited person. So congratulations and happy anniversary.
Thank you, Leo. That's very sweet. Too kind. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, though. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I was also going to say everything that he said.
Yeah, everything he said.
Yeah. Ditto.
Look at me, I'm Victoria's
Smooth.
Cantina.
Yeah.
Yo, Lel, I don't know if you know as well, but Victoria is also a Disneyland connoisseur herself. She even had her own podcast.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, it was a great show, man. Discoveryland. The intro, I loved it. You know, she used like some old school Disney show that it was. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it was
that
very
was-
informative. Very informative.
Word.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah. It's still out there. I haven't worked on it in a couple years, but yes.
Oh man,
I
during the
planned-
pandemic when Disney was closed, I was listening to that. That's when I discovered it. You know,
Thank you. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
missing
That's,
the park so much.
I missed it so much too. So I was just like, well, I'm going to do this, and I did, and I think we did 3 seasons of it, and I do want to go back to it at some point. I'm just waiting for like having to have more time to do it, but yeah, no, it was a fun show, very research intensive, but yeah, lots of fun, and yeah, I just it's one of my happy places to be. Like I just
Yeah.
very
Absolutely.
happy there.
So that's when in the anticipation because that was around the time like we were supposed to have Anaheim celebration that year.
Yeah. Yep.
And they
Yeah.
canceled it and moved it and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah. Incredible, man. But oh yeah, also Mario forgot to tell you how he when he saw me, he picked me up and threw me in the air and caught me.
I mean, now I want to do that with me. Listen, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be at Disneyland in like May because I bought that Southern California 3-day pass thing.
Yeah.
I got one more day of it, and so if you want to go there, just meet up front. Just want to toss me in the air real quick. I'll be fine.
I got a reservation for May 10th. Me and the missus,
Right.
so we'll be there.
All right.
Toss them into the
think ours
rivers.
might be. I think ours might be May 10th. I don't know.
Hey.
I'm
Yeah.
there on May 9th. I'll be there on May 9th.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
I'm
change
supposed
to the
to
10th.
I'm supposed to be there, I think, on the let me see here. I'm supposed to if everything goes well, because like I said, my daughter's coming here from Australia next week. So she'll be here on the 18th. I think I'm supposed to be there, Mario, from I don't know if it's from the 29th to the 1st. I got to check and make sure, but I think it's around that time and they're supposed to be going to Disney. I'll let you know.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mike,
we
I
got
really
season
need
of
you to
Force
wear an
going on right now.
iPad with
It's
me
fun.
on it so I can be there.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So you can join me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
But we're
FaceTime.
going to sit in the front on Space Mountain, okay?
That's fine. Well, the front's
I'll
the
put it
worst
up in the
though,
air.
because like it
Oh, no.
just takes so long to start going down the hill. You guys sit in the back, especially
best-
on Big
no,
Thunder.
The best. No, Big Thunder, yes. Back is the best. You get
Yeah.
But Space Mountain, the fun thing is never look straight ahead. Always look to the side
Yeah.
as you're going around on Space
no,
Mountain
no.
because of the dark and the lights. Also, the fun thing is find the infrared cameras. And I always wave every ride.
Yeah.
Wave to the infrared cameras. It is the best thing to do for a cast member. It's just
That's got the worst photo op at the end because it like just absolutely blinds you. You just like
And you're just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
remember when you're going through Pinocchio, every Jiminy Cricket is a camera.
Yeah. It's,
True.
Space Mountain though is awkward when you do single rider. Like it's very awkward.
Single rider's never awkward, Victoria. Come on. Go
Go
to Radiator Springs Racers, man. And
I love
enjoy it.
Radiator Springs Racers as a single rider.
Yeah.
I'm always in
Best
some
way to do
random
it.
family. Like
Also-
I'm part of your family now, right? Just like
All right.
Also, single rider is never awkward. Sounds like the title of a video essay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
the most fun single rider I ever had was on the Falcon, and I was with. It was this elderly couple and like their 2 kids, and I was the engineer. And it was
Large
just
engineer.
watching this old man just run into everything and just watching all of that and having all the lights pop on with engineer. That was honestly probably the most fun I have ridden.
When
I
Lil was
almost
out
divorced
here,
my wife
yeah.
the first time we went on there because we were pilots. And I'm like, I'm gonna sit in this one so I can do the jump to light speed. As soon as that lit up, she reaches over and does it. And I was like, I have been waiting 40 years to pull that lever. And you just stole it from me.
Yes, you
You
did.
just stole this from me.
I was there Christmas Eve 2019, and it was pouring rain in Anaheim, and so the park
Ooh.
had emptied out.
No, really.
And Smuggler's Run, I was just doing a loop, and I must have rode it 10 times just going around. And by the end, it was closing because I figured I'm going to ride this thing as many times as I possibly can. I went in, and it's just you. So do you want to just operate everything, or do you want to be on autopilot?
You just
said,
jump
no.
around.
Oh, I want to operate everything. No. You had to be strapped in. You had to be in the seatbelt. So it was me trying to reach across the console to
No
operate
way.
the two things at the same time.
That's insane.
That was
like
the most fun.
Awakens.
It was almost
It's like
as much fun as being.
Did you ever play Pod Racer on N64 where you could do the double joystick thing where each engine was the thumbstick?
No, it was like the Jungle Cruise in Florida. A similar thing happened where it was just me and somebody else just kept looping around. We would disembark from the boat and get around to the boat by the time it pulled back to load, and we were the only ones doing it.
Did you get to tell the jokes yourself?
Oh no! Even better, we got away from the station. We were pulling in, and we got far enough away from any supervisors to hear. And the skipper just went, "Listen, you know the spiel. Do you have any questions? You want to hear? I can point out all the stuff they told us in training.
Wow.
You want to hear
That's
all the
not
stuff?
something you see every day, but I do every single day.
So including I think it's the hidden message in the members of the tribe that we used to be dancing there, that they had messages they hid in there, one of which was "Disco Sucks." That's in the audio, but you can only hear it if that's the only thing you're listening to as you pass through there, not hearing the spiel of the skipper. So it's beautiful moments like that. Or when they thought I was a cast member during the 60th anniversary celebration and just let me skip the rope drop at the beginning and just wander past the Bob Iger and the president of Disneyland. And just...
Wow.
You give cast member vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That's the nicest thing I've ever said about you. It'll continue to be that way.
You're not going to get a churro. I'm sorry.
Well, then I don't even know.
You know what? But I will make a magical moment for you and throw you.
Thank you. No, I want Mario to throw me.
Mario, you gotta get Mario.
Yeah.
To do it.
You gotta toss me.
Right.
What? You know what? Why don't we play a game of catch with him, Mario?
There we go. Let's plan a trip.
Do it.
Smash cut to like a dummy of me just flying through the air.
Yeah, you mean the Jazzy Jeff?
Yeah.
When he threw it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up the Hot Toys Andor because we didn't talk about that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
trying to.
Oh yeah, we have a show.
We do. We're live.
You have a structure here.
Okay, so this is the other of the two. We talked about K2SO to some extent, and Kazian is the other. So this one's specifically from Rogue One. We know people have been waiting for a really long time for this because they did back in the day Jin or so, and they did Chirrut Imwe, and they did. I guess that was about it, huh? They did Jin or so in the Imperial disguise.
But there was a Baze waiting, but we never got that.
Right, that never came out. There was a Scarif Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
But yeah, finally, all these almost 9 years later, I guess they're finally doing Kazian, and gotta say, he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Is this the only company that's actually done an accurate sculpt of him?
Seemingly, it seems like it is. The only ones that were licensed to do it anyway. That it's
because Hasbro's never been able to quite capture him in 5 different figures so far.
Yeah.
This is the first one that actually looks like him, and I go, "Oh, hey, that's him." They did a great job.
They definitely did a phenomenal job with this sculpt. You know
And of course, they decided to release this one after I start selling out my Rogue One line. So yeah, thanks Howard for that. Yeah, but I mean, I gotta say, I'm excited for this, particularly just for the culture. I mean, for me, being a Mexican American man myself, man, I mean, I love seeing stuff like this. Lel knows he can attest to all that as also, man. So
we've been waiting for it, bro.
Yeah, this is a win. This is a win, man. I love this.
Definitely a win. It's definitely a win. To see it and done well. You know what I mean? Like they've really attention to detail. The expressions. Even with the sculpted hair, they've done it and they've gotten the sculpted hair so much better. So the tailoring on it looks incredible, and I think they were probably. The plan was to kind of release this, going into the second season, knowing that where it was supposed to go, where we know he ends up. And you might, definitely, Mar, you might be onto something, considering the simple fact that, this is the final season and where we know it ends up in the very end. And, I don't think we're going to get like a guest appearance, but we might see her on a screen or something like that. They're probably looking for her, but I wouldn't put it past, bro. I mean, they're keeping it tight to chest. They're like saying anything. They're not saying.
They knew about it in the beginning of the movie.
But didn't they say that literally it ends right to pick up with Rogue One?
Yeah, that's when it ends right when Rogue One.
I mean, we could even see a version of Jyn, maybe not specifically played by the same actor, because she's hanging out with Saw Gerrera around that time.
Yeah, it could be a younger version.
Yeah. Have you guys read those books?
Down Felicity Jones.
Yeah,
the sort of prologue book that came out.
Yeah, where Jyn Erso goes through the Imperial. And then because she's only like 16 when he dumps her. Yeah. So I'll be interested to see if she sews up. I don't think there's no way it could be the same actress because it just doesn't seem like it matches up. But who knows?
No, we're just going to see Borgullet. That's all we're going to see. We're going to get his origin story. We're going to.
And the 2 tubes, guys. I want to see more 2 tubes. I want 4 tubes.
4 tubes.
Yeah. 4 tubes.
Just need to know that they made it off of Jeddah. That's all
I just need to know they're okay.
If only one of the tubes made it off.
Oh no, we're down to 3 tubes, guys. Keep it on the road. I'm in the tubes back here.
You guys mind if I point out what I think might be a felony that's been going on this entire time we've been talking? Emma is being held hostage and being forced to play fetch surreptitiously behind her back the whole time.
Right.
It's like the ultimate flex, though.
Yeah, blink 3 times if you need rescue over there, Emma.
Yeah, I had to go off camera there for a few seconds.
Yeah, as you just put the suspect away, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
well, earlier I saw what was going on there. That's why I kept cracking up. But anyway, so. The dog would come back and go, "To heck with your live stream, throw it."
Hey, Emma, when you get a chance, what I want you to do, if you want to watch, especially with your dog, if you want to watch something, if you want to be amused, look up his name is Tony Baker. Look him up on YouTube. He does dog voiceovers, he does cat voiceovers. It is some of the funniest stuff that you will ever see in your life. Like you'll get caught up watching him for hours. His name is Tony Baker. And just look up Tony Baker animal voiceovers.
Okay. Is that the guy that goes by Rockstar? Is that his name?
It's just Tony Baker.
Just Tony Baker. Oh, okay.
Just straight up Tony Baker. If you see him,
I save that on my phone now. So
literally, if you want like straight up, like you will never see your dog the same way after you watch him. Because it's hilarious. He's definitely hilarious.
I think your dog is also playing fetch with Victoria's internet.
Yeah,
you're right.
Maybe he's the one causing this.
Running around the back.
He said, "I fell in between worlds and world between worlds again."
So he did create some technical difficulty for me. Because originally I was set up in my collection room, and he chewed through the wire in my lighting rig.
Oh no!
Wow!
So I moved over here instead.
Well, thankfully, at least he didn't get hurt.
Yes, unfortunately, nothing was plugged in, and that's why I was like, "Oh my god."
So we never finished where everyone's favorite hot toys.
Oh yeah.
Emma, Victoria, and Paul, I think, are still left.
And I'll just go first. For hot toys, probably the Hoth Leia. I really love that figure.
Yeah, that's a good costume too.
I like the likeness, the outfit, but I would say for my favorite 1/6 scale figure, it's not Hot Toys. It's the old Bandai Tamashii Nations C-3PO.
Nice.
Like die cast. It is just.
That's a beauty.
It's. I mean, and it feels expensive when you hold that thing and move it. Like it's just
It's weighted. It's so weighted.
That's my one complaint about
so
Hot
heavy.
Toys is they have no heft to them, and I always like, "Ooh, it's a lot of money for what feels like a doll."
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good ones. For me, it's hard to say. I mean, I really like the original A New Hope Leia. Like that's my first hot toy back in 2016, 9 years ago, and it was a Christmas gift. And actually received it like I think it was like a day or two before Carrie Fisher passed. And like it meant like so much more to me like, after that. 'Cause I know I've told this story before, but like of ordering hot dogs with Carrie Fisher one time. But like that was like really cool thing. But like yeah, I love that. I know it's probably not the best hot toy that I have. I mean, it's old now, but it's a very special one for me, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria, have you tried rebooting your computer?
Oy.
I think that would stop the stream, wouldn't it?
No,
I don't think so.
She has to end it. She has to end the stream.
She has to end it for it to stop.
Got it.
Yeah, they still keep going.
That's why when she bounces out, we're still here too. So
maybe reset the
I would reset.
entirely.
I would know. You could do that. But I would
that
just
would be
reset
if it's the internet connection. It would be do a flush on the modem.
Yeah. Just unplug it for about 30 seconds.
By the way, if we've been helpful in this call, there's a short survey.
Or Victoria, I bet she's already tried everything. At this point, I would go outside to the breaker box and just hit the power for the whole house and try again. At this point, I'd be so upset.
Breaker.
Yeah.
she's it's like she's extremely calm right now, but when she turns off the camera,
Right.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And yes, I agree on the Hoth Leia and the original Leia. It's not technically a clothed figure, but Gentle Giant recently came out with one of their Milestone. Milestone is the 1/6 scale statues. So they fit in of Admiral Akbar. That is perfect for the display. To have, because he's just going to stand there anyway, and he's posed perfectly, and he just looks incredible.
Yeah.
So if you want an Akbar that looks great, it came out about 6 months ago, so it's pretty recent.
Yeah, that one flew under my radar. I did not know that. Yeah, it
is. I have it sitting on the desk right now. It is finally something to supplant that Hasbro Akbar from 1998.
With the head that just like
that's how the head was in
like
the
a SpongeBob character or something. Just like
yeah, and it's sideshow carnival clothes on the thing, the sewing on it, and the padding. Are there pellets in here? What is supporting this thing? Is this sawdust?
Awesome.
I think those would be. And recently, that Clone Wars Darth Sidious is the most incredible Ian McDermott.
It's a good looking one too.
That one arrives next week. It'll be here next week, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I just got the notification about it. So
Nice.
That's how you show up to a conversation right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Look at that.
Oh, there we go. Oh, all right. Yeah, Ken.
Nice.
Mr. Burns.
Right, bro. So you can't
unsee it.
You can't not see
it. Yeah. Oh, God. Excellent. Do it.
Oi, oi.
Oh, Lord. Well, you've ruined Star Wars for me there, Prof. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You know, when it comes to the favorite Hot Toys, it's so hard for me to actually narrow it down, man. But you know, some of the ones that sound the one that's not coming, No, I mean, like the '66 Batman and Robin. I love that set, man. I'm a '66 Batman guy, man. My Iron Man Mark 46, War Machine Mark 1.
That Batman and Robin have been hanging from their ropes from one of my shelves for the past 10 years.
But you haven't placed horizontally, so it's accurate to the show, correct?
No, they're just dangling. They're
oh, okay.
Right now, Batman is fighting the Palisades 12-inch animal figure
Nice.
who is
But
lunging at him.
like Lael, I mean, when he has this sentimental piece, I think I have to go with that when it comes to Hot Toys. Bank Robber Joker. I mean, that was well, I think it was 2015 Christmas when I got it, and my mom and my brother pitched in for it, man, and that's a real sentimental piece that I really can't. I wouldn't give that up for anything. Yeah. But outside of Hot Toys, though, I mean, one of my favorite ones is the Damn Toys Godfather, Vito Corleone. I love that. That was an amazing release. 2 head sculpts, so many different display options. Different bases. That's a beautiful figure. Along with that, the NR Gandalf is another one too. Amazing, absolute amazing figure. I mean,
this Paul Atreides from NR is incredible too, bro.
Yeah, they put on amazing work.
Yeah.
So
I still love that Hot Toys Christopher Reeve Superman, original.
That's a beauty.
Release.
Yeah, it still holds up. I think it still holds up, man.
Definitely does.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Even the drunk uncle, evil Superman, still holds up.
Right.
Yeah. I think that one's due for a 2.0 pretty soon.
Just for the outfits held up incredibly well, but that face sculpt is just perfect. I mean, they captured it. The only thing they could use the exact same sculpt and paint and just put moving eyes in it, and that's the only thing that they should touch on that.
Yeah.
I love they have articulated eyes now because I have to make mine goofy.
Otherwise, he does not know how anatomy works. He is not.
What's the point? If you can make their eyes go wonky, like why wouldn't you not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guilty of having done that before.
It's fun.
Sometimes you do it without trying. Like literally.
You
just.
Hey, well, that's the annoying part is I have to stare at. I'm like, okay, does she have a lazy eye? Is this Ahsoka?
Like you don't.
The frustrating thing comes in. I got the Clone Wars Obi-Wan recently, and one of the eyes is super loose. And so any sort of movement and it just goes completely out of whack.
Really?
And it was the most frustrating thing to try and get.
Just kind of strokes out a little bit.
Well, I'm concerned. I'm asking how he's doing. I'm asking if I can say his name.
Can you form a proper sentence here?
Yes. Yeah.
So right now he's.
Oh yeah.
Hello there.
I fear even moving him right now for fear
That
he's going to start wandering.
Yeah. That's an amazing figure.
He's been drinking.
You give him the old lazy eye.
Not lazy, just doesn't work as hard as it should.
Where's James Stewart when we need him?
Hey, listen, though, I got to get out of here because I got to go pick up my daughter from work. As always, it's her time, but thanks for having me. As always, Victoria.
I think she froze again.
Yeah. But tell her I said happy anniversary. Here's so many more.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys, man. Emma,
pleasure meeting you.
Paul, Ken,
nice to meet
Mike,
you. Yeah.
And the Profy 167, all 6'7" of you, bro. 6'7".
We're all going out for churros.
Nah, he's only 6'3", right?
Go. Yeah, 6'3", dude. Yeah,
6'3". Still taller than me. I'm only 5'8".
Oh,
you made
Victoria's back.
There she is.
Yeah, there she is. Victoria, I got to bounce out of here to go pick up my daughter. But thanks for having me as always. And nice meeting everybody out there, everybody in the community. It's the best place you would ever want to be. This show is amazing. It rocks. All these individuals out here rock. Amazing individuals. So thank you so much. Thank you for having me. God bless everybody out there, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good night. And,
anytime.
We'll see you soon.
I'll be back. All right.
Cool.
Well, I got quiet.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we're all excited because Victoria's animated again, so we always don't talk.
Was he sucking all of her bandwidth when he was on here? Is that what the
Maybe. Right now it's working. I don't know if it's going to be working in a few seconds, but who knows? We'll see. Whatever. It is what it is. Can't do a whole lot about it, but yeah. As far as the topics go, I think we got through everything that I had on here. There was one thing I did want to mention that I did mention at the top of the show is that I did do a little, and we'll see how long it goes. Maybe it won't go super long, but without cutting out, I mean. But I did throw out a little Q&A on Instagram as far as
No.
Oh,
No.
We were getting so far.
left
never
hanging.
mind.
Oh.
I think I'm here.
You here?
You're here.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're back. You're back.
You
You're
broke
back.
through.
All right. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, this is a really noob question, and it shouldn't be because I'm not a noob on Instagram. I've been on Instagram since 2012, but I did a Q&A thing yesterday. Mike, I'm counting on you for answering this one.
Oh goodness.
I put up a
Wrong answers only
thing, and it was like, and there were questions. There were like a lot of questions people had asked, but it's been over 24 hours, so that story's gone. So how do I recover those questions?
Ooh.
Yeah, Mike.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
Mike's frozen too.
I got distracted. What was the question?
Oh, boy.
Right.
Well, first, in my defense, Ken is messaging me, and it's his fault.
Don't you blame me for your lack of attention.
It was my fault.
You should be on moon mode, young man.
All right, I think I may have gotten it. Let's see. Yep, I got it. I just added it to a highlight, and then up from there, I was able to pull up the questions.
There you go.
So just FYI, in case anybody is trying to do that. All right, so let's see how far I can get through these without the internet cutting out. This is from Cheese99733. What characters do you want in the vintage collection? If you have to pick one, the one most I want is Second Sister. I mean, I always say that it's the figure I want the most is one that's never been made before, right? Like we're getting the Tonica sisters finally later this year.
Yep.
Otherwise, that would have obviously been the answer. But now that we've been teased, Arliel Schus, who almost made the cut, right, in the HasLab, like that's now my most wanted. Like we need that one. Yeah, so that'd be like the one. I don't know if anyone else has thoughts on that.
Jack Porkins.
Like a new one? Like a new one?
No, yeah. A good Jack Porkins.
Yeah.
I want to see Mon Mothma from Return of the Jedi.
My answer is the same. Sorry, go ahead, Emma.
Oh no. I think weirdly enough, the Ishi Teeb, like the green aliens, the one from Jabba's palace, because I feel like of all the aliens, like that's the only one that's super visible that hasn't been made. I don't know.
You know what? Can I change mine? Can we finally get a C-3PO and a Star Wars card?
Actually,
a proper one.
Good.
Can we complete the original 12, please? I mean, that's something I've been dying for. I mean, we're supposed to get a new Ben Kenobi, Han Solo. I think another Chewie this year, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that's like one of the last ones that we need. Is
did they not tease one during the
completely redone?
Did they not tease one at all? I don't think so. No, not that I know.
I don't really pay attention to TVC.
You're talking about that image that leaked out that showed C-3PO sitting in the back. I think they eventually said that was the previous release, right?
Okay.
Or one of the previous releases.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know what? I'm going to change. I'm not going to change. I'm going to add to Jack Porkins because I do want a Jack Porkins. I would like a properly scaled Max Rebo band.
Ooh,
well, that'd be cool.
Yep. Actually, I changed mine that.
No, are we all just changing our answer to Max Rebo band?
No, that's the best answer. Yeah.
Particularly when you start holding those figures next to and then realize what size they're supposed to be, which is a lot smaller than the figures that we've gotten.
Yeah.
I would like to see.
Now, would you want Max Rebo to have feet, hands, or it'd be classic?
I would like him to be swappable, so it can please either side of the discussion on that. I say everyone should have their way on it, and it should not be a point of argument because they're toys, and we should not be arguing about.
All I know is I don't know where Ken lives, but I want to move to that planet because if they started doing that stuff, that would be great. Yeah.
Ken, let me also ask you too. I mean, would you want the special edition version of the band, or would you want the original version?
You know what? We know what we're gonna get, so I'm not gonna get disappointed because we know it's gonna be the special edition version of the band is the only one that's gonna get released. So I think it's not a winnable battle. So there's so much energy that we have in our lives to expend on things, and fighting that fight that is long over and not gonna change. I'm fine
Yeah.
with not.
I
would
need
in
a Black
in
Series
great
Jow
world,
Yowza.
Yeah.
You mean the
Look like
DJ
they put the
Khaled of
slobber in
Star
there.
Wars?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh God. Oh man, I just want to take the opportunity to say I've never met any of you guys before, but I appreciate being here, and you guys are awesome. This has been fun.
Likewise.
You
Yeah.
rock, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know if I robbed, because my favorite TVC figure would be like if they could make any of these helmets back here that I'm missing a figure for and put the word trooper in it, I'd be happy. I'm so simple.
Okay,
I'd be
okay.
funny.
So which one
Yeah.
would you pick of
I
the trooper that you would love to see that you've never seen in figure form before?
Did they do a Scarif TVC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
did. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Well,
did they do a proper one, or was it that basic 5 POA kind of BS?
No, they did a proper one. Yeah. As a matter of
Okay,
fact, they've
alright.
even done one and put it in a play set, so you could pay extra for
Alright.
another one with a different card.
Alright.
Because dumbass.
Did they?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
remember that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't follow TVC that often. I'm more of a Black Series kind of guy.
You know what? I'll just pick an easy one real fast. Patrol Trooper. We don't have a TVC
Boom.
Patrol Trooper.
Easy.
Boom.
That's
Pow.
a great figure for sure.
There you go.
Mm.
Love that outfit.
Yeah, it's like the Scout Trooper and a Stormtrooper had a baby.
Right? Thank you. Exactly.
How you
Mike
describe
does know a little bit
everything.
about analogy.
That is literally how
anatomy,
Mike describes everything. It always has
Oh.
to find, okay, who would make that baby?
That's how I live life. Okay.
Oh man.
So mine is the same no matter what, because this is the one figure I'll buy in any scale. That's not Darth Vader, and that's Pong Krell, the best bad guy in Clone Wars.
Mm.
And for the people that don't know, he's basically Dex from
Yeah.
Attack of the
Jester.
Clones,
Yep.
Dexter Jester. He's the big forearm guy, but he's got two double-bladed
lightsabers.
lightsabers.
Now,
Yeah,
people should know that your runner-up is Meeber Gascon.
100%. But that doesn't matter. He said most. He said
Hold on.
most.
Who is it, Ken?
Meeber Gascon.
Oh my God. I thought I was a Star Wars fan. I don't know who that is.
That is the tiny little what was he, a consultant?
He was the guy from it was like he was like the squad leader for like
for the droids.
for the
Oh,
droids.
yeah, the little
Oh,
tiny
from
dude.
Clone
Yeah,
Wars.
yeah.
In
Okay.
George
Oh, yeah.
Lucas's
He would have to come with
favorite
his
arc of the
R5
Clone
unit that he's
Wars.
Are you kidding? It's Hasbro. They would put that little figure in there and charge you $15.99 for it.
Oh, and I would pay it because I'm a
Oh, it's a
would too,
deluxe.
yeah,
It's a
so
deluxe.
stupid. Yeah, it's a deluxe.
Hey, it's
yeah.
Trevor.
Hey,
Hi,
Trevor. What's up,
Yeah.
Trevor?
Yeah, the
Oh.
B2 emo is kind of ridiculous that we have not seen anything outside of the
I
Black
spent
Series.
$60 on that stupid Black Series 2-pack full
Ha.
price.
I spent
Full
15.
price.
I spent 15. Ha.
Full price to get B2 emo. Like that's
shoulda-
all I cared about.
you
was
shoulda
B2
held
emo.
out.
Mike's angry about
you know
it
what?
too.
I took one for the team. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's all good. I got that one that came from Disney parks for the
Oh yeah,
I'm a
the
3
Build a
3/4
Droid
inch
one
guy.
or whatever. Yeah, Droid
I
Factory.
got
As
that.
ever, Mike
That's a
fell
good
so we
figure.
all could fly.
That's right.
You're
That's
the wind
just
beneath my
solid.
wings, Mike.
Well, that's just the exhale when he hits the ground.
Yes, I knew I was your hero. I knew the whole time.
Sorry. Poor Victoria's trying to run the stream here, for God's sakes.
Well, I mean,
It was
to
her
be
fault
fair-
for having all of us on,
To be-
and then also abandoning us constantly.
Yeah, I know. I tend to do that.
Have you seen this lineup though? I'd probably leave off to do just to get to it. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
just
there's
kidding.
another question from Jake94 says, I do have a very good question for you, Victoria. It's funny. Do you
Oh no.
Do you think we should get
Well,
a
no.
Wants
It
to.
specified it
It's
was
like-
just for Victoria. It was not for anyone else.
It's like the anticipation.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I see you
mean-
doing that, Mike. I'm sweating too.
Yeah.
Oh, go Victoria.
I mean, I don't know what to say to even say to that. I mean, it's.
We didn't hear the question.
Hold
by
on.
the way.
You cut
Oh,
out during
sorry.
the question. Yeah.
Yeah,
me repeat
you
the
literally cut out. Yeah, the whole. So read the question again.
Yeah. Okay. Jake94, I do have a very good question for you, Victoria. Do you think we can get the Bad Batch in the Vintage Collection?
Oh God, please.
Well, didn't you let
As
Hunter
a
go to
hypothetical?
Ollie's or whatever?
No. They didn't make them in the Vintage Collection.
we
they only
never got
made
them.
Hunter.
No, he's never. We
Yeah.
Vintage Collection never got it, Mike. You
Well,
and
Hunter,
your
Hunter
bullshit.
came, no, hold on. Hunter
Hunter's
did
the only
come
one.
out.
Just Hunter. Just
I
Hunter.
know, that's what I'm saying. But he went to Ollie's, like,
I never saw Hunter in Ollie's.
or it was either Ollie's or Ross. But like, he was definitely showing up at.
Maybe
one
he
of
made
those
it
discount
to
places.
Ross.
Yeah,
but that
maybe.
was not because people didn't want them. It
Right.
was just a production issue. Why are you going straight to shame, Mike?
I'm just saying.
Well, you don't deserve the rest of them if you can't even
See,
sell the
Howl
first
Runner
one.
Base said Hunter made it to Ross. And to me, either that means bad, low sales, or bad distribution.
Or it means that that it's inexcusable to make collectors wait this long to complete a set of a core crew of main characters in their own show that got how many seasons? 2 or 3 seasons?
3.
Yeah, 3 seasons, and came out when in 2020, I want to say, or 2021.
2021, right, for the first season.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like it's
2021.
I know I said this before, but with TVC, they need to commit to like a timeline, even if they don't show us what that timeline is. Like, okay, within 2 or 3 years, we're going to make that whole crew. We're going to do it this way. We're going to time it out so that, you know,
Or
there's
to
one
say that every
40.
consecutive wave is going to have at least one that's going to be a member of that crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing
It
is,
really
that
should.
there's only like 14 brand new tooled TVC figures per year. So I mean, I get why they can't or won't do that, but at the same time, it needs to be organized better. It's like the Rogue One crew. We still don't have Bodhi Rook. We still don't have Baze Malbus in TVC.
Well, they were waiting for the 10th anniversary.
Yeah,
Would you sacrifice like vehicles and play sets and HasLabs for like a year or two to get just straight new figure waves?
Many think that we already have.
Yeah, hands down.
That's a very Hasbro sounding question, but
I assume that's where the budget goes.
It's a good question, but Hasbro does throw that back at collectors, like at conventions. Like, okay, well, would you sacrifice?
Would you sacrifice Victoria's Connection?
Internet connection.
Right, yeah.
$1 billion like global company. I mean, you could find a way to do it if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
But I mean, yes, to answer your question, Mike, it's a good question. Yes, I would be okay with going a year without any of that if they could complete core crews.
Yeah.
That we need to finish, because like March Madness just wrapped up, in the community, and if anything was clear from that, it's that people want to complete their crews. Like the top 30 was all like Bad Batch, Rogue One, Solo. Like we still don't have the Solo crew either. So it's like they need to complete these core crews and not make people wait 10 years to do that.
Right.
Sounds an awful lot like Hot Toys. So, I mean, yeah, they're known for not completing any lines at all, but the
How
fact
many
that they've
years did it
actually
take them to do Drax for Guardians of the Galaxy,
after the movie came out, maybe at least another 4 years, maybe 3 to 4 years, something like that. But the fact that they've already got the Bad Batch done and Hasbro has not, that's I can't even fathom that. That doesn't register to me.
And Black Series has two seasons worth of Bad Batch
and two Omegas.
Yeah.
And Omega. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Why don't you just guys wrap some spike on it and put some stank? Thanks.
I'm on your side. I want them to do it. Like I don't have anything. I don't have any skin in the game. Yeah. But like I see all the complaints and I think they're perfectly valid. Yeah. Like Hasbro really should be doing all these. And I mean I don't know why they don't focus on it. It's weird. Like, does anybody really want a new land speeder? Do you want a Navarro like Cantina, or would you rather have, or like why didn't the Navarro Cantina come with what's his face? The client.
The client.
Yeah.
But I also think that it's a negative argument to go in. Well, do you need another so and so or so? Because I think that's also ignoring new collectors, who want to come in and get something like a land speeder. And when was the last release of a TVC land speeder? Like 10 years ago?
You can get a Power of the Force 2 land speeder real cheap.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not TVC. I mean,
it's not.
Nostalgia for that dark side.
I know.
Which that was just the Kenner mold, wasn't it? Like
it was literally the Kenner mold. Yeah.
It even has the little part where the battery would go in, but it's just hollow.
It's not there.
Yeah, like the Sandcrawler when they brought the Sandcrawler back, like the same thing.
So I mean, that's the same thing when people in the community complain about like one of the waves having like Dr. Evazan or Ponda Baba in there, and go like, some people just didn't get them originally. You have to be open to having stuff that's there, not just for you. You don't own these lines wholly as an existing collector.
Everything should be for me. I'm my case.
This is literally the trailer for your channel, is what you just did.
Question from Return of the Jedi, Joe, who we've had on the show before. Ultimate formula for 6-figure TVC wave, i.e., 2 new media, 1 OT, 1 PT, etc. Yeah, I mean, I know I talked about this in a few months ago in a stream, and I don't remember what the formula was, but I did have a formula.
Yeah, that's the one I was in. We talked about this. Yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
You remember what I said?
Yeah, you were very, very good about it, because you're like, we need one figure that's never been done, one from original trilogy, one from new media, one from the top 10. I was like, wow, that's really well thought out, because I said, give me Cruise, and you did a good job.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about like right. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, so I think something from new media sounds good, something original trilogy, something prequel trilogy, and I think it was something that completes like a core crew, like in every wave. It doesn't matter what it's from, Bad Batch, Solo, Rogue One, something that completes a crew. Repaints are a part of this wave, always have been, even going back to the Kenner vintage days. There were a lot of carry forwards in that series. So something that is brought back, but like a smart repack, as we like to say, a smart repack, something that makes sense. Not like a 12-year-old Aura Singh that was already a bad figure when it came out in 2012. And then like a troop builder, I think, was one part of the formula, like some kind of a troop builder.
Yep.
And I don't remember what else exactly, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of the gist of it. Like they have to hit the marks, and they don't always do that when it comes to these waves.
I think sometimes maybe we need to, just as a community, take a step back and appreciate the miracle of what we're seeing and have seen in this line, because the Kenner line was 96 figures. We're approaching, what, 375 is the next big milestone that we're fast approaching in TVC. That is astounding. That is a miracle for any line that's ever been done. And that's just the modern version. That's not counting all the different lines and that have come before that were running concurrently to TVC or when TVC went away. But to have a single line have 375 characters or figure releases, and out of that, then I would say probably at least 150, 200 unique characters within that is astonishing for a line to have. And I think we get sort of blinded to the miracle that we've been able to enjoy with how long this line has persisted. Because there was a time when the idea of a toy line existing beyond 3 or 4 years max was a miracle. It just did not happen. If you grew up, toy lines just went away. They disappeared. Suddenly you woke up one day, you may not be over the line, but the line is gone. It's not in stores anymore. It's not being stocked. It's just done. Your friends have moved on. Eventually you'd have to try and move on, or you'd become just an embittered, crusty person buying things off of eBay in the middle of the night. So I think sometimes we need, Ken is not a Hasbro agent. Ken is just very zen in his increasing age about what you get angry about and what we should just appreciate from any of these things. Does that mean that I'm not disappointed about some things or not having some things? I'm certainly disappointed, but I'm not going to get angry anymore about any of this stuff, because it's not worth getting angry about any of this.
No, it's not.
Disappointment, sure. Anger, no.
No. There's plenty of other things to be angry about.
It's not even touch grass. Touch your thousands of figures. Just chill, relax, appreciate, and you know what? Because every time you turn around, it's somebody saying the line's dead, and then that same person with a figure that they've always wanted comes out, like, oh my gosh, this is the best.
We're back.
Line is great.
We're back. Like, we never left.
It's like, you don't have to be on the roller coaster 24/7. You can just be nice.
It's like Emma's dog playing fetch. It's back. We're doing it again, Mama.
Oh gosh,
that dog is awesome, Emma. I'm getting as much entertainment out of that as this whole stream. So
well, he's still very young. He's only like 5 months old. So still a
You're
baby.
in for a treat for the next 20 years.
So he's still got a lot of training to do with you.
Super cute.
Sorry, Victoria. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I mean, That's why we're here. Just
And
sit down.
sorry about being, I guess, a Hasbro agent.
Yeah. But no,
You are
to your
extremely
point,
optimistic. I'll give you
chill.
that, Ken.
Yeah.
You and your damn great sunny disposition are causing me to rethink my
not even
life.
optimistic. It's more resignation. It's just understanding
Fair
that
enough.
it's not worth the anger
Yeah.
and the vitriol that's thrown out against people too about the things. Just everyone just chill out, relax.
Exactly.
Yeah. There definitely are very passionate people in this.
It's toys.
Some
Yeah,
might say
at the
too
end of the day, it
passionate.
is toys. Let's see. Question from Outer Spacer. Other than collecting toys, what other hobbies do you have?
There are other hobbies?
There's other hobbies.
Wait, what?
Other than toys?
No habla?
I mean, I like, the problem with me is I like too many things. Like, I love collecting and talking about this stuff, but I mean,
You
I
make
like
music?
too many things. I mean, I like going to Disneyland. I like
Mhm.
learning about like anything, really, anything I can learn about that's new to me. I love learning about it. I'm a guitarist. I make music. I like going to the gym. I like cars. I mean, I love my car. I mean, my car. I would trade all of my things if it came to that or my car. All my collectible. I would keep the car.
Wow.
Like everything else. Like bye. I would keep my car. Like, no question. What else? I mean, I have a lot of like just personal like interests. It just depends on the day which one I'm hyper fixated on, but like it's gonna be like usually it goes like
Feels like what?
Good like.
birds and animals and astronomy and like
There we go.
This is the
All right.
interactive portion, like Mad Libs. We all get to fill in.
Right.
We should be back.
I don't know.
Come on.
Oh, come on, Victoria.
Come on,
What's
come on.
everybody else's hobbies?
Hashtag complete the stream.
I know, right?
It's Profy. It's Mario, right? That's right.
Sir.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, you go. What else you got besides the beautiful hot toy display behind you?
She's back.
Oh,
No,
she might be
it's
back.
similar.
Oh, she's Batman.
Oh, she's pulling out her hair.
I'm pulling my hair out. I'm pulling my hair out.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
No,
what the
no.
last thing I said that went through is, but
like for me, similar to Victoria, man. I love going to the Disneyland parks. You know, that's another. I mean, I made a lot of memories. You know, with my family over there. Recently lost my mom, and yeah,
oh, I'm
I
sorry.
was like her second home
Sorry to
over
hear
there. But oh, thank you guys.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah.
And outside of that, I used to. Now I get a lot of flack because I love watching movies, but the thing is that I tend to fall asleep a lot. You know, if I can't get into something, I just knock out. And a lot of the collector community knows that about me. You know, so I always get a hard time about, and plus other movies that I haven't seen as well. You know, so there's a lot I got to catch up on.
So when
Yeah,
people tell you
well-
not to sleep on something,
Yeah.
Literally.
Hey Mario, you sleep through any good
Literally,
movies recently?
I know, right? Yeah, yeah, I get that flack all the time, man. A little while ago, I started I started learning Chinese, so that was cool.
Oh,
Mandarin or
yes.
Cantonese?
Mandarin.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Well, Mike,
that's-
that was fast. You got some knowledge in this topic, or?
No, I've got no knowledge. I was
No,
just curious.
but
Oh,
yeah, no, it
you
was-
just knew those two words and that was it. Okay, all right, cool.
But I
JJ?
met a lot of people from overseas, and it was just so interesting to learn about other cultures and just communicate with everybody out there, out in China. You know,
Yeah.
so that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are a few things for me.
Well, that way you can get the lowdown on whatever the tariff is, just in their native language.
Seriously, right?
I think you're back, Victoria.
I think you are.
I think so for now.
Yeah.
For now, anyway. Let's see. There was a question about.
Oh, there's
The
a question about-
anticipation.
Yeah, I know it's killing me.
Okay. What about anybody else as far as their hobbies? While we wait for Victoria.
I pick Mike. I'll take Charlie. Oh, I'm sorry,
okay.
Ken. You go. No, Ken, go. You were
No,
going
no,
to
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Jeez. This is the worst game of keep away.
Right, yeah.
You know,
Popcorn Ken.
I'll go with the Disney parks as well.
No, okay.
Massive, spent way too much time in Disneyland and Disney World. But yeah, just very happy place. Just sort of having the ability just to sort of explore them at your own pace and just take in the atmosphere. I'll just sometime would find a spot and just sit there and enjoy the atmosphere. I mean, sitting, just getting a reservation at Carnation Cafe on Main Street and just sitting outside and watching Main Street go by.
Yes.
Might be a parade, might be a band.
Where I watch fireworks from.
Nice.
Absolute best place to eat and just enjoy the atmosphere of the park for me is Carnation. And yeah, just a lot of just Disney parks and just talking with friends about just hanging out with
Ken,
friends.
are you close to either of the parks? Because I see a lot of LA and San Diego. Where are you, if you don't mind me asking? What state?
I'm in the southeast.
Okay.
But I had an internet job technically, so it means I could work from anywhere, and so I didn't have to move, and so I'd travel frequently to LA and for conventions and things that I had to attend.
If you talk to Ken long enough, he'll have some crazy stories with some big name celebrities that he's just casually rubbing elbows with.
Because
it's fascinating to get him on
LA guys mostly that did that.
So it was not a local thing, but it was enough to where for a couple of times I had the platinum pass, the deluxe bi-coastal pass, so I could do the both parks, which was too much of a good thing when it came to, because it meant you could just show up. So there were times that I probably spent the equivalent of like 3 months in the various parks in the course of a year.
Wow.
Just because I'd be there on business or with friends, and but just when you could just pop into the park and not have the stress of having to pack in a day.
I miss those days.
That is the absolute best way to experience the park. So yeah, the Disney,
nice.
And I mean, just reading and books and comics and there's a whole bunch of different comedy, movies, TV,
nice
people, friends, places, food, folks, and fun.
There you go.
That's a classic McDonald's.
I like all three of those: food and folks and fun. I'm a big fan of those three. Mike,
what was that? Early 90s or late 80s?
I think food, folks, and fun was late 80s.
Was
it? I think so.
McDonald's.
McDonald's slogan.
Yeah. Oh, look, Emma knows. Okay.
It was.
Was it right after the Moon Man?
Around the same time as Big Mac. Yeah,
Doug Jones. Classic Doug Jones. Yeah.
And if next time you're at Disney World, you can still see the animatronic Mac Tonight in the McDonald's in Orlando if you want a very creepy time.
Oh, no kidding.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
80s entertainment was creepy if you look at it from an objective standpoint, for sure.
And what's weird is he's like on a little island in the restaurant that has a jungle theme all around him. Like there's all kinds of vines and hanging plants around him.
Yeah.
But
I know the outside, I don't know if it's still like that, but the outside used to have all the big ceramic animal heads and like.
It's also a 2-story.
Yeah.
McDonald's, but it also is like one of their test kitchens. So there's there's lobster, and steak. There's like a restaurant menu at it as well. It's very disturbing. I was walking, and at one point they sent out someone in a 40-year-old hamburger costume to hand out cookies out of a basket, and it was clearly just whoever was the youngest employee who was completely disinterested in carrying this basket of cookies around in a really shoddy hamburger costume that has seen better days. And they have like Japanese restaurants do, where they have the display food. So in the cases they had the display of all of like the lobster and all of these fettuccine Alfredo dish at McDonald's.
Mick Alfredo.
You've not had Alfredo until you've had the Mick Alfredo.
You think they'll bring back the McDonald's birthday cake?
Oh, I forgot about that.
We can only hope. Served with its orange drink.
Yeah.
Companion. But it's the festive orange drink, which means they put the sprinkles in it.
McDonald's.
They're not ants, they're sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
We do clean the machine.
Let's hear about Emma's hobbies.
Yeah.
So I play music. I'm in a band.
What do you
really
play?
What kind of band?
It's actually an Irish folk band I play in.
I'm a big fan
Oh,
already.
cool.
What,
Yeah,
what,
I do.
what instrument?
So
Hurdy-gurdy?
vocals and no, not the hurdy. I'm not good enough for the hurdy-gurdy, but
Okay.
it's ballroom, which is like the stretched goat skin drum. So do
Okay.
that as well.
Percussionist. Got it.
Yeah. Cosplay, very big into cosplay, less so now. What else? Art in general. Like I have a background. I worked in film and theater, so costume design, a lot of that stuff. I
Nice.
Nice.
enjoy
Very
that,
nice.
along with interior design, cooking, just
Hold
different.
on. Did you say you said cooking? Oh,
She said
I love
cooking.
it.
Yeah, I heard it too.
You
I
heard that
heard it
too,
too. I
bro.
did the double take.
Wow. Okay.
Cooking, yeah,
Cooking.
no, I don't
Yeah,
do
okay.
cooking. No.
Cooking.
No, I heard cocaine. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
They're hobbies. They're
Yeah.
hobbies, Paul. They're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
hobbies.
Yeah. I'm just glad it wasn't just
I don't
me,
do it
'cause that's a
professionally. It's
pop
just
song
a
like
hobby.
this
I
too,
think
so,
I was
yeah.
fetching for a dog, but what I was actually doing.
Wow, the
Hey.
camera was off.
Yeah.
This is what
sorry.
happened when Victoria leaves. Is
Yeah.
everything just
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Mike, do you have any hobbies?
No. I have things that I wish were hobbies. I haven't played my saxophone in years.
Is it just a reed
some-
issue?
No, I actually just bought reeds like a year ago, and I still haven't.
Are the
opened it up.
reeds still in the package?
Yes, they are 100%.
So
I had to go down to a 2. I used to be up to like a 3, 3.5. My embouchure just isn't there anymore.
What's going on? What's going on with you? What happened to your
I
dreams?
just need to do my mouth exercises, I guess. I don't know. I play video games once or twice sometimes, but outside of that, it's making jokes, talking to friends, playing with toys, waiting for oh, there's Victoria.
There's Victoria. Yeah, that's my biggest hobby lately is waiting for Victoria. Uh-oh. This is
You
the
had to
emotion-
say
Yes,
something.
I'll
You had to say.
Yeah.
We
I
This is
wonder
one
if
jinxed
she's
shot,
just doing this on
Victoria.
purpose.
Yeah.
Is she like
Maybe
intentionally
if
freezing
we
like this?
don't move or say anything, then her connection is fine.
Okay, everybody on 3.
Police squad.
It's hard to do.
That's hard. Second of all, the freeze of her face right now is classic. That's entertaining, no matter what you want to do.
I
Speaking
can't
of
wait
Police
for
Squad,
somebody
what do you
to
think of
rewatch-
the?
I can't wait for somebody watching this stream later and they maybe jump ahead and like
Like, what's happening?
It's fun.
Yeah. It's complete mayhem at this point. It has
Yeah,
nothing to do
like-
with what Victoria was trying to do. So, yeah.
Speaking of Police Squad, what do you think of the trailer for the new Naked Gun movie?
Nope.
I haven't seen
Honestly,
that.
I thought it was funnier than it had any right to be.
Yeah.
It might be. I'm just
The
I'm too
OJ
set in
Simpson
my
joke
ways.
just absolutely killed me.
Oy.
It's a weird thing to be seeing Qui-Gon doing.
Yeah. Nope.
My God,
That's
what are you
Leslie
doing?
Nielsen. Yep. Nope.
He does do comedy. He was in what's it called? Life's Too Short. I don't know if anyone saw that. I feel like it was I think
Yes, the
HBO
Ricky Gervais
Ricky Gervais and
Warwick
Warwick
Davis.
Warwick Davis. Yeah, I love that.
because he
Knock,
yeah.
knock.
Is that the episode where he did like the cereal, or where was that? Do you guys want to
No,
know?
that
was
was
Ted.
Ted too.
Ted too.
That was Ted
yeah.
too. Yeah.
But
he just
it's
put the-
very
yeah.
similar. Yeah,
What
similar.
we're
very
saying is that Liam Neeson has been desperate to be in a Naked Gun
Yeah,
film.
He
Oh,
really
desperate,
wants
desperate.
to do comedy, and it's
Mhm.
funny.
He is this close to buying the fart machine from the Leslie Nielsen estate.
Yeah. Doesn't Leslie Nielsen have a fart joke on his tombstone?
Yeah,
Does he really?
yeah.
He does.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh wow, no idea.
Really, Airplane broke him, and just his entire career just reinvented at that moment.
No, he was so typecast after that for sure. Yeah.
Well, but it wasn't. It's not typecasting.
Well,
I
not
think
ty-
when
yeah.
when you fully embrace
I was going to say,
that.
but if you're happy about it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, his career peaked at Surf Ninjas. Let's be honest.
He's still dead and loving it.
I see what you did there.
No one else did in the theater.
Yeah. A fun fact about Leslie Nielsen, you guys may or may not know, since I'm from Arizona, he was a Phoenix Police Reserve officer attached to their public affairs bureau who did recruiting videos for them. You can
on purpose
find him.
No kidding.
On purpose, yeah. You can. I think
As
you can still
Frank
find him out
Drebin?
there. I don't even know. I didn't pay close attention.
was
I do know
OJ
that he
Simpson
did
in
this.
them?
Oh God, you guys! Wow, it's just left turn, Mike. No,
He was in the movies.
I'm talking about years later. No, I just thought that was kind of interesting to see. Like, oh, check it out. He's a reserve. Like, I don't think he went on patrol or anything, but he did like promo videos for Phoenix.
No,
Police.
because that's Police Academy.
That too. Yeah.
Well, guys, I got to head out pretty soon. But before I leave, man, I want to hear about Paul's hobbies also outside of collecting.
Oh, my hobbies. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm the
that's
one who
my
never. I'm the one who never fits in. I'm never fit in here. So my hobbies are. Yeah. So I just I do a lot of competition shooting and stuff like that. To be yeah. How about that? Yeah, that we'll just go with that. So anyway, yeah, this is what I collect, and then I read a lot. And my wife is a professional competition shooter, and I carry her bags around and do a lot of shooting with her and stuff like that. Reload ammo, and then since we just bought a bunch of property up here in Montana, I have to learn how to cut grass and weed and do all kinds of and learn to raise plants and stuff. So that's what I do now.
Goats and sheep.
Yeah,
Goats and sheep.
yeah.
Goats and sheep. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's too much work, Emma. Frankly, I'm supposed to be retired. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I was a field artillery officer in the Army and a bunch of other crap. So I'm always like the one who never really understands what's going on, but I'm just happy to be here and that everybody will have me because I bought some helmets. So thanks, you guys. that's my hobbies.
Welcome to the Cantina.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Nice. All right, guys, I got to head out. I'm extremely late for another stream that I usually do on Friday nights, but it was great to meet everybody tonight. And
absolute pleasure.
Victoria, if you come back, thanks for having me on, and I hope to come back
Yeah.
sometime in the future and hang out with whoever's here. So
Next
we'll
time,
see you guys.
next
Have a
time
good
I'm at
night.
Disneyland, we'll have
It
to
was
go.
nice to meet you, Mario.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Yep.
Wow, is that the last guest standing? Is that what we're working towards?
Yeah. Is this what we're doing? We're going to have a competition to see who can make it the longest at this point.
What happens if Victoria doesn't come back? Her show's just going to keep going.
It just goes and goes.
It just goes until she cuts it off. Yeah.
Yeah. I have figured this out the hard way from some of the English guys that I watched that were called. Oh,
there she is.
Is she moving?
Nope.
You did this the last time, Paul. Stop jinxing it.
I screwed it up again, Ken. You're right. I'm sorry.
We can do this. We just have to believe enough.
I'm believing as hard as I can.
I know. Everybody hold hands.
Please
Everybody
stop believing, Mike. Please stop believing.
We got this. You know what I legitimately feel bad for? Like, this is supposed to be like the huge get together 12th anniversary thing, and poor Victoria's internet picked today to take a crap.
Right.
She can watch the playback.
Jesus, Mike, you're merciless, bro. Oh,
we're having a good time.
Oh, there's two
Victoria's in here
now.
twice.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, this is badass.
We've had one Victoria, yes, but what about second Victoria?
Oh, this is crazy.
This is the biggest twist.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this movie.
No, they're both frozen. On an unrelated note, Emma, I think your dog's tearing up stuff behind you. I see stuffing all over the place.
Yeah, yeah, I have a floor to clean after this.
Yeah. We have those too. We have pit bull
It feels like we're
rescues
just
that
taking screenshots of
immediately
Victoria
do
now.
the squeakerectomy on anything you give them, and there's stuffing everywhere. So yeah,
I got him like a lot of these like hard
to destroy toys.
They're like they're like hide. Those seem to be he seems to at least
They
not
instantly
destroying
kill
as
them.
much stuff.
Oh, hey, Victoria, we got the 15 frames per second version of you now. You're doing good.
Oh God, this is really dumb to have to do this, but I had to log into my stream from my phone, and then I had to give my permission from my computer. My computer's having the problems because it's connected to Wi-Fi, so I had to wait for the Wi-Fi to be working so that I could connect from my computer. But now I'm on my phone
Oh,
using
no.
cellular, so I don't know if it's going to be any better. But hey,
We
it's
can at least
something.
hear you.
Yeah, I guess it's better than than nothing, unfortunately.
We've only got 17 more questions to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh God.
All right. So at this rate, we should be done about what, 4 a.m. You guys? Okay, cool. We got your back though, Victoria. Just so you know.
So is it like?
Yeah.
Is it really going like 15 frames per second?
It's
No.
grainy.
It's grainy, but it's moving.
So it's really bad when not only the Wi-Fi is really crappy, but also the cellular is like at LTE right now. I don't know what's going on.
Are you guys being invaded from outer space right now or something? Because like all of this stuff is going out.
I hope so.
Wouldn't that be
hope
cool?
so.
That would, yeah, film that. That would be, yeah.
Well, Mike, you're not too far from Victoria, right?
No.
So there's nothing in the area that's
Not that I'm aware of.
nothing atmospheric, no odd glowing comet in the sky that's
Turning people into dust or semi-dead.
Well, there was this one death cult that no,
It's
not
an old
really.
school reference.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a maximum overdrive for action figures tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I think if there's no objections, I'm gonna go ahead and end it at this. I wish we could keep going. I'd love to keep going, but obviously the tech isn't has been kind of crappy tonight, unfortunately. So
It's all good.
This is why tech died.
Oh, good. Wow.
I will definitely have you guys back. Of course. I mean, we've had you guys on multiple times now, so definitely have you guys back in the near future. And yeah, I'll touch base with you guys soon. But thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out with me for this 12th anniversary. Sorry we couldn't get through all the questions, but we will make up for it in a future stream.
That was really funny.
Wow, that was, man. Wow. Jesus. Man, that's just wrong.
Oh, what did you do?
Don't blame this on me, Ken. This is not my fault.
It certainly isn't my fault. I didn't break this for once.
No, Mike, you're the one who breaks things, I hear. So
Yeah, because you don't understand things.
I feel bad. I've like not ever talked to you guys before. I'm like giving you a hard time. I apologize. I'm really an okay guy. I promise you guys. So.
Well, I'll say because she can watch it on the replay. What an absolute joy it's been each and every time that Victoria has been kind enough to invite me on the stream to talk about whatever, and it was a privilege and a joy and an honor to be invited to be on this evening. And I know that she is appreciated by the community and certainly by the people who have been on the shows that she continues to do in support of that community and these the people that collect these lines and these lines themselves. And I assume, like myself and all of us who have these things and do these things, how much we appreciate everyone who watches and support that we do these things. So all of you that came out for Victoria tonight to celebrate this, and will continue to celebrate all the things that she does going forward. Thank you, and thank you to Victoria for providing this space for everyone. And everyone should go buy her single that she played earlier this evening. Yeah. And if that's the one thing you do tonight, if it hasn't been a super chat or at least putting a like down on this video right now, go support her by supporting the other thing that she loves, the music that she does. So that could be a thing that you should do right now. So
right now,
I'm throwing it over to Emma. Your turn.
No, I think you said that perfectly. I haven't done too many of these, but it's always been a joy. I love the passion Victoria has and the passion, all of us have in this community, and, just, coming together and nerding out over, collectibles and other interests. And it's always a joy. And, 12 years is a really long time. And I think it's just amazing to see how much the line itself has even grown in those 12 years. Because that would have been, 2013 when the vintage collection was, right? Or 20, yeah.
Yeah,
Because that
2013.
was when the vintage
2013
collection
vintage
was.
collection turned into Black Series. The
Yeah, and
30.0
there was a
Black
lot of
Series,
uncertainty if there would ever be, articulated 3 and 3/4 inch figures again. And look where we are now. And, it's just, having that passion from Victoria and all of you, and really, having the community talking to Hasbro and, getting so many cool pieces made. It's, invaluable. So always a joy. And I had a great time talking to all of you.
Likewise.
That's because you only talked to me for a little bit. So
I mean, that's true.
yeah.
Give me
time. You'll hate it.
Yeah.
That's also in his channel trailer.
Also true. Yeah.
I'm
great in
so far,
small,
I like you, Mike.
Small
Small
bursts. Thank you.
doses,
Yeah, small dose. And I guess I'll also say something nice about Victoria since we're here and doing that. I said this the first time she had me on, like back when I started my channel, Victoria was already well established, and she was one of the people that you just go to, and it was cool to see, because you didn't see this a lot. It was cool to see a girl be just as much into something I was, if not more so. Because you grew up in the 80s, 90s.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars very much a boys thing traditionally. Toys, specifically action figures, very much boy centric. It was rare to even hear of a girl liking the stuff, and to see one who's not only into it but making videos about it and is like a center pillar of the community. There's just a lot of respect there, and she's earned every inch of that respect. So she is fantastic. I'm always happy when she has me on. I like being part of the community that she's made. And that's all the nice things I have to say about her. Everything else is really bad and really mean. I'm just not going to say it.
No, I think that is well said. I don't think there are as many voices of,
there should be more. Agreed. Yeah.
So an encouragement to anyone out there: if you celebrate the thing you love, don't be afraid or intimidated to stay out of a space, make your own space, and like Victoria has done and many others have done, make it because you want to do it and you enjoy it, and don't worry about what other people think, and just be there for the joy of it.
We said a bunch of nice things about you, Victoria, and now
you're
back
not allowed to go watch, though.
You
can't go back.
Yeah.
I believe it. I'm hearing a lot of banging like somewhere, so I wonder if like something's like down, it's being worked on. I don't know, but yeah, looks okay at the moment, but I don't want to jinx it. So I think we will leave it at that. But no, thank you guys so much. If I cut out right now, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being on here tonight and for hanging out with me. And it's great that we're having a block party, because otherwise, if it was just me, this wouldn't have worked. It was just one other guest, it wouldn't have worked. So this is, if it had to happen, this was, I guess, the night for it to happen. You guys have been awesome keeping things going. Thank you so much for doing that and for being on here. And y'all are the best. I'll definitely have you guys on again very soon.
A pleasure when it happens, and again, an honor to share this evening with you. For most of it.
Yeah. No, you guys killed it. You did a really good job keeping things going. I appreciate it very much. And now it's all working at the end. It's not cutting
Of course,
out.
yeah. You're totally smooth now. You're totally smooth. Yeah.
That was what the banging was about. They got it sorted out.
They got it sorted
The
out.
font showed up, and it's all good.
Yes.
Maybe.
Mike, percussive maintenance works very well. Yes.
That was the name of Mike's band in college.
Yeah. But no, we'll definitely be back next Wednesday, not next Friday, next Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. I haven't scheduled anybody yet, so I'll be reaching out to you guys to see who's available, and we would do a.
We're all coming back. We're doing this all again.
Block Party Part 2.
There we go.
Cool. Well, thank you guys again very much. Thanks to everybody in the chat, everybody who's been watching. throughout the last few hours. The show has been going for 3 hours, 22 minutes. I haven't been on here consistently, obviously, but
You got a good
you were
solid
always
hour
here.
in.
You were
At
always
least.
here.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's like
definitely.
55 minutes here. It's just so awesome.
Yeah. And this show is you, so you're always here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so to some extent. But no, thank you guys very much. Everybody that's been tuning in, we really appreciate you. And yeah, it's working on now, so whatever.
Yeah. Because God
you guys
has a
are the
sense of
best.
humor. Yes.
Yes. But yeah, no matter where you're tuning in from out of the galaxy, thank you so much for watching Cantina Social Hour. I will see you next time. Be well, be safe, be positive, spread kindness, and we will catch you on the next show. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Wave, Mike.
Thank you very much.